Equinox, Silverado, and even Tahoe inbound. Reserve yours today. If there's a specific vehicle you want, order it from Barlow with no additional dealer fees or markups. At Barlow, we keep the buying process simple, convenient, and hassle-free. Start your summer off right at Barlow. Find new roads in Delran or at barlowchevrolet.com.
Not long ago, I wouldn't even leave my house.
Addiction had such a hold on me.
I was a stranger in my own life.
My sister told me about 844-REACH-NJ.
I learned about medication that could support recovery.
And it's working for me.
With medication supporting my recovery, I'm moving forward.
844-REACH-NJ was my first step back into life.
And it feels amazing.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Call 844-REACH-NJ to learn about medication that can support your recovery. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
Listen up as I talk Huntington Valley Bank with President Bob Marino, the GOAT. Fast-growing Huntington Valley Bank, best bank for your business, celebrating 150 years as a top contender in local banking.
Tune in Wednesdays at 4:30 as Jason Stark goes around the league and talks baseball. Presented by Everfresh Juices and Juice Drinks. Everfresh, nature's refreshment.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's time now for Cuz Radio.
What up, Cuz? Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding?
Talking with the Cuz.
Go Cuz. How you doing?
Stairs rips one into the night.
Stolen by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Way rock the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
Look, Cuz, don't even try it, okay?
Now here's Anthony Gargano.
Why don't you get the hell out of here, Cuz?
Happy. It's Friday. How great is that? It's a happy Friday to all across the Delaware Valley. And I love the Sixers trade. Let's get right to it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Now, here's why, all right? First of all, I get another D'Anthony to go with my Sir Anthony. So, it's the legion of Anthony's coming at you. All right? Now, I love D'Anthony Melton. Here's why. He can defend. He's a legit 3-and-D wing. He's an ascending player. He's 24 years old. He's an ascending wing player. I got to tell you, I love the move. I don't know what people expected that you're going to get for Danny Green and the 23rd pick, but I liked that play. I thought betting on D'Anthony Melton was a great move. You get a guy that can shoot the three, whose offensive game is developing, who can D up the opposing team's point guard. So if I'm going up against Trae Young, James Harden is not sticking Trae Young, and now there's our boy Maxey. But D'Anthony Melton can guard that one, and he's a terrific defender. So I love that move. I thought that was a smart move by the Eel. I give the Eel major props. Major props on that trade. I like it. I like it a lot. I like 24 years old. He's going to get better as a shooter. You know, and now you see, what is this team? So at some point, you're going to just build around the fringes, right? We always talk about adding the bench pieces. The question I have is there going to be anything else to drop? Now, I don't know what else is there to drop, to be honest with you. Because when you look at this team, I keep putting on the other team's GM hat. And when I put the other team's GM hat on, I say, well, you only got one piece I want, and that's Tyrese. So unless Kyrie leaves and it's Kevin Durant in my pipe dream, I mean, I think that's it. I think you're probably looking at, because again, your only assets that you have now to trade are future ones right, is Tobias and Matisse. And we've talked about it ad nauseum when it comes to Tobias' contract and what Matisse Thybulle is. So if I'm another team's GM, I'm not interested. I hit decline when I see Daryl Morey's call. Now, if you're looking at Maxey, then I would answer the phone. But us, I don't want to trade Tyrese. We've been down that line a lot. Now, I don't know. Does he get tempted for Beal? Does he get tempted? Now, I don't. I mean, the Durant thing is a big leap. I heard somebody last night. I was texting, and it's somebody like league dude who says, and he goes, I'm gonna stoke it for you, that the Morey bombshell. The Morey miracle bombshell is Durant. And I get the hell out of here. That's not happening. No. That's his big move is to get KD. Yeah, I mean, I'll believe that when I say it. Now, again, I don't know. At some point, if Kyrie does leave, what happens to Durant? Now, he's going to want to get out. He's not going to want to stay there. Where does he go? That's the question. And there's only a handful of contenders. What do they have to offer? Plus, remember, he's got to want to go there. So that's the whole Durant. Now, that's on the other side of the river, right? Like, that's on the other side of it. Face value, this is the team. You tweak around the edges, you add a piece here, a piece there, but your starting five is Harden, Maxey, Melton, Tobias, Joel. I mean, listen, if Harden can play, that's a good team. That's a team that could win a title. But all roads, once again, lead back to James Harden. Because if Harden can play, guess what? If he's, gives you his spry James, then they can win a title. It's all, again, in his lap. There's so much you can talk, we talk about, well, the ascent, Tyrese ascending. I mean, how much more is he going to ascend? He's had a great ride. Now, I heard Jimmy Lynam yesterday on with Tyrone, and Jimmy Lynam says, does he become a more consistent scorer? I could see that, where, the outburst of 14 and a quarter, he just becomes more consistent every night. And that I see, he's just such a dynamic, natural scorer, Tyrese, that I could see him going there and actually be a lockdown 20-point-a-night scorer. He's got that all day long, right? The kid can average 20 points a game and do it consistently. So I could see that being the next step. Then what? Right? If you got Melton locking down, shooting an open three, Joel, Tobias plays like he played in the playoffs, gives you boards, gives you that secondary scoring. That's a good squad. I got to tell you, that's a team that can win, especially if you give them a bench. I like the piece, and I feel good. Good morning, Judas.
What's up, man? Happy Friday.
Yes, it is a happy Friday. Phillies win. Right?
Good, very important win to me yesterday. And I know it's only June, but to go up against a very good pitcher like that and to put up a couple of runs and for JT to hit a home run, that hopefully wakes up his bat a little bit, and you don't want to lose 4 straight games. So they get the win yesterday. Padres in front of them in the wild card. That's good.
Musgrove.
I thought it was a good win yesterday.
It was a great win. I'll be honest with you. I thought it was a great win. They hit Musgrove. Musgrove's nasty, man.
And I said I want them to at least split. And I thought last night would be one of the games they lose.
One of the L's.
Yeah, and they got to win.
They got no. By the way, it was funny. That lineup, that pot without Cronenworth without Machado and Tatis. I mean, that Padre line.
Yeah, I mean, they lucked out. Machado, the X-rays came back negative when he got hurt last week. But, I mean, he's on pace to win the MVP.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they just miss him in the lineup. So that's huge for the Phils.
And Cronenworth is really good.
Powerful bat.
And he's a left-handed bat.
Yep, and that goes a long way for the Phils this series because it's 4 games, and maybe you can make up some ground on San Diego in the wild card race. So
sure,
good win yesterday for the Phils. I do have the home runs at the ready when we get to that point. But
yeah, we're not doing play song yet.
No.
We got to play. We got to talk Sixers.
I loved it yesterday, man. Like, is that going to change the Sixers? Is that going to make them a title team? No, I think there still has to be some moves that need to be made, but I don't understand what some people are upset about because it was the 23rd
well, people
overall.
are upset. Now, listen, you paid more attention to this than I do.
I do. There were people that I think thought there would be a bigger move, but 23 and Danny Green was not getting you Kevin Durant, right? Like 23 and Danny Green.
The Durant thing is there's so many things that have to happen. Who knows? Does Kyrie even leave? I mean, there's all kinds of things. Who knows about that? But if that happens, the only way the Danny Green expiring contract and the 23rd pick in the draft.
Getting you a legit player. That's great.
That's the point. DeAnthony Melton's a good player.
Yeah.
And he's 24.
That's why I said yesterday.
He's on a team that with an overload of wing players.
Yes.
In Memphis. So, that's a big deal. I think the kid's a good. First of all, I think Memphis messed up. I wouldn't have gotten rid of him.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of guards and a lot of guys that can play like that, so I think that might have been their reasoning. And
I know they do. Glut, but he's not the guy I would have gotten rid of him.
And they love him, right? Every single Grizzlies player, and you may not have seen this, like John Morant and Dylan Brooks, and a lot of guys on that team tweeted out, like, oh my God, going to miss this guy.
Yeah.
Philly, you're going to love him. Like, he seems like a lovable dude that a lot of people are excited about. And that's why yesterday when we were doing the show, and before we had the whole phone fiasco, and it kind of changed the course of the show, we talked about Daryl Morey and whether or not he's a fraud. I don't think he's a fraud. I do think he's a little overrated, right? Like, I don't think he's never won, right? He can't be a genius is one of the things that we were talking about.
Oh, yeah, we were talking
genius,
not frauds, genius versus false messiahs.
Right. But I do think he's a very smart, president of basketball operations, GM, whatever you want to call it, because he makes moves like that. Like getting rid of Josh Richardson a few years ago was a move that I wasn't expecting, even though you needed to get rid of him. And you got Seth Curry out of it. Like, think about that trade that he made. He got rid of Josh Richardson and got Seth Curry in return, who's one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA. You got rid of Al Horford and his contract, and you got Danny Green, who actually gave you 2 good years. So, Daryl Morey hasn't made the big splashy move that a lot of people are fired up about. But then we got into the James Harden conversation. A move of desperation? No. A move of desperation would have been trading Ben Simmons for a bunch of role players. He got James Harden. I still do that trade over and over again. Because you go, all right, I just got a top 75 player for a dude who's not playing. So I still do that trade. Even though James Harden didn't play to the level that we expected, I still, screw revisionist history, I would have still done the deal. So I do give the guy a lot of credit.
Well, I like the move.
Yes.
I don't know, again, do we have a distorted view of what you can get for Danny Green's expiring contract and the 23rd pick in the draft? Was that the crux of the problem?
Yeah, I think people thought that there could be more in return.
What was that?
And they got another undersized forward, and you need guys that can do what he does. And here's the other big thing that I'm excited about.
Undersized forward. What do you mean?
Athleticism, man.
Well, that's the point. He can guard other teams' point guards.
Right. Athleticism. Since when do the Sixers have athleticism? They don't. They have Tyrese Maxey.
I can't. The negativity. There's such negativity.
Yeah, all the time.
The negativity sometimes wears me out. Like my boy Anthony, right? Right away. Can't run your way in today's NFL for chip, and you ain't winning a chip with a center as the best player in today's NBA. We late. And then he get the laughing, crying emojis. Dude.
Yeah, I think honestly, I'm going to say this, and I appreciate Anthony listening all the time. I think he hates the Sixers because
he don't hate the Sixers.
He jumped from Ben Simmons to now Joel Embiid, and you go laughing, crying emoji because
trust me.
That's hate,
I
man.
vouch for my man.
You can't go laughing, crying emoji.
He's not a hater. He's annoying. He's not a hater.
Well, that means he's annoying. He's enjoying it.
He's not enjoying it. He wants to win. He's a true Sixer man. I believe in Anthony from the Instagram. But, and the reason why I bring Anthony up is he's not alone. There's this Embiid. Right now, suddenly Embiid has the bullseye on him. And I go, I look at it and go, dude, he's the least of your work. What do you mean you can't win with Joel Embiid? That's absurd that you can't win with Joel Embiid. It's absurd.
Hey, he's one of the best players in the NBA.
He's a top 3 player in the NBA, top 4 player in the NBA. You can't win with Joel Embiid. Stop.
And he scores from all over.
Dude,
you can scheme it where you get him the ball.
Here's the slam on the argument. That if James Harden can play like we saw him play, then they can win a chip. When they even a series against Miami, they blow the doors off them. What, they couldn't win then? Then they come back with clunkers because who had the clunker?
James Harden.
James Harden had the clunkers. Who took 2 shots in the second half? James Harden. Stop it with the Embiid. The arrows in Embiid are ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't get it, man.
Does he need to, not be a mope sometimes? Okay, I agree with you. I disagree with the, this notion that he's frail, but I get the idea that he's definitely unlucky and he definitely has, some. Now, during the season last year, the only games he missed were early on because he had COVID. Like everybody else in the free world, right? He got COVID. And then, unfortunately, you had the thumb, and then you had...
face.
Right.
The orbital bone.
The elbow.
The second time.
The elbow. I know he's got a weak orbital bone, I guess.
That come up in his draft profile.
Orbital bone,
weaknesses.
Flimsy.
A flimsy orbital bone.
I mean, come on, man. Listen, I don't get why he's the problem. When, if there was somebody around him that could actually compliment him, they would win. Like Jimmy Butler, another year Jimmy Butler, they probably win.
Yep.
If Harden,
Ben Simmons takes his game to, I don't know, slightly a little bit of a higher level.
Right. If Harden comes back and he's spry James, they can win. And you got to tweak the bench, blah, blah, blah. But I don't.
Yeah, and then you get a wing player like D'Anthony Melton who comes in, and that's an important piece of this kind of a team.
It is. I don't even understand, all right. I don't get the Embiid. You can't win with Embiid. I don't know. I mean, again, if you could put guys around, is it Embiid's fault that, Tobias has come up small at times or Ben Simmons quit? Or, again, the dude improved his game and became a force. He was an MVP. I mean, we all agreed that, he got robbed of the MVP, yet you can't win with him? Come on, dude. This whole notion, you can't win with him as your best player. That's a fallacy. That's BS. There is no one way to win.
No, there isn't.
There is none. That's BS. That's propaganda. That's haterade. That's not true. If you put a team around a guy and properly, you can win.
I mean, look at Giannis a couple years ago. I know he's improved on his free throw shooting and has improved slightly in three-point shooting, but, I mean, Giannis, it's not like he's a traditional basketball player, right? I get Joel Embiid is, you don't really win. There's not many big men like Joel Embiid anymore, right? It's usually guard play. But Giannis isn't a traditional player. He's just a freak of nature, and they won the title a few years ago because he had nice pieces around him. Joel Embiid is a freak of nature. Get some nice pieces around him.
Exactly.
And we're talking title town.
Exactly. And I don't know, and I gotta call it out, man. I gotta call my man Ant out again. Some fans hated Harden's game and say he'll never win playing that way, but you all want him to be that. I'm confused. What are you confused about, dude? He needs to play point guard and not pass up shots. There's a huge difference, a wide spectrum of I want to be a Hassa and I want to be a point guard who never shoots. I mean, what are we, stupid? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. You know what it takes for what he needs to do. This isn't that hard. You're not splitting atoms. He's just got to be able to beat his man and knock down threes consistently and play within the flow of the game and beat a point guard. It's not hard.
Yeah, not dribble for 20 seconds and then kick it out.
What are you talking about? I'm confused. No, you're not. You're being a hater, petulant hater.
So he is a hater.
Well, that line is he's not a hater. But and I'm using Anthony, who I love, but I'm using him as a there is a million guys like him. Million guys who right now, and I'm not saying you got to go dancing in the streets and get spots, parade route spots but I mean, we're just talking about we're talking about a trade that I think was a good piece, right? And if
Harden gets to Joel Embiid stinks.
Yeah, exactly. And if Harden comes back, like I saw and he saw and everybody else saw that when those guys were playing, there were moments where they looked unstoppable.
Yeah, the first 5 games with James Harden, there was no answers. No answers.
If that's the case, and they're playing in that realm, well, they could win. I don't know. Obviously, there's a million factors. He's got to stay healthy. Harden's got to be able to do it through the whole season. But to automatically put the big red X on the team and it's done, it's freaking annoying. It's like it's the morning show all over again. Come on. I'm not saying you got to go doo-da like Adrian, but it's a build.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
That's good.
Right away I get aggravated. I don't want to be aggravated. It's Friday.
It's vacation Friday for me, man.
Yeah, you're out next week.
Vacation Friday.
Unreal. 610-632-0975. Again, I can't just sit here every day and just slam them. I got a hope, man. No, we got any hope. It's a good move. Cuz Radio with the Tunis just getting started on a Friday. Start drinking now, Tunis.
Okay. You don't have to ask me twice.
Fanatic Sports Update.
A draft day trade. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by the Lawn and Golf Supply Company, the area's leader for outdoor power equipment sales and service. For the highest quality products and services, plus dealer exclusives, check out lawn-golf.com. Lawn and Golf Supply Company. Everything turf. The Sixers made a move yesterday. We all waited for one. We knew that they were not going to select a player with the 23rd overall pick. So they traded that pick as well as Danny Green's expiring contract to the Memphis Grizzlies. In return, they got DeAnthony Melton, a 3D player, and athletic, something that we haven't really seen much in Philadelphia. A nice compliment to what James Harden can bring to the table, when healthy. Phillies, a very impressive win last night in San Diego, beating the Padres 6-2, taking care of business against Joe Musgrove, who had yet to lose a game this season. So good win for the Phils. They put up a 6th spot. Kyle Schwarber with another home run. JT Realmuto also hit a home run, a 3-run shot. This update is also brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance, where you only pay for what you need. Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Keep it locked here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, everybody. It's Pat Egan.
and I'm here with Dylan Sullivan at Recovery Centers of America to talk about addiction and support our friends and families who are affected by the disease of addiction. This health issue is very personal to me. In 2002, someone very close to me was battling alcohol addiction. My family and I are so grateful that he sought help, and we've been tighter as a family ever since.
Thanks for sharing, Pat. It's so important we talk about addiction. We need to break down that stigma and the barriers to recovery. That's why we do what we do at Recovery Centers of America. You call us at 1-800-RECOVERY 24/7, and we'll pick up the phone, talk to you about your struggles, and figure out the best course of treatment to get you better, because we want you in recovery for life. This is serious treatment, and we'll help your family, too, with family therapy and support groups. If you're struggling with your mental health, which over half of people with addiction do, we will treat that too. Appreciate your time. Again, if you need help, call us day or night at 1-800-RECOVERY or find us online at recoverycentersofamerica.com.
When it comes to cybersecurity, the biggest threats don't always strike the biggest targets. Almost half of all cyber attacks target small businesses. So help protect yours with Comcast Business Security Edge. It's advanced security that continuously scans for threats and helps protect every connected device. On the largest, fastest, reliable network with speeds up to 10 gigs to the most small businesses. So switch today and get cutting-edge speed with advanced security and be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
There's never been a better time to get gig speed internet and advanced security from Comcast Business. And now, for a limited time only, get 3 months on us. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today to learn more. And 7/21/2022. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 1 gigabit internet, security edge, 1 voice line and Connection Pro customers only. 3-year contract required. 3 months on us after prepaid card redemption.
If you've got an IRA or 401k, I got bad news for you. Hi, this is Joseph Abundante, best-selling author from right here in the Philadelphia area, and I want to give you a free copy of my new book, Retirement Income Mastery. The IRS wants you to think these qualified plans are the best way to save for retirement. They give you a tax break when you contribute. Sounds good, right? Wrong. Qualified plan could be a tax disaster when you retire. With over $30 trillion in debt, taxes are already going up. Imagine paying a top tax rate of over 90% like in the 1960s. There is a better way. It's an alternative the wealthy use that often beats your IRA and 401k. It's been around for years. Your money grows tax deferred, and when done right, has no taxes in retirement and no income taxes when you die. Plus, you grow your money potential double digits with no risk of losing money from market crashes. When the market tanks again, you lose nothing. Call Joe Abundante at 1-800-207-4545 to get a free copy of my book and talk to a specialist to protect yourself from crashes and taxes. No credit card required. Call 1-800-207-4545. That's 1-800-207-4545.
Think you know Amazon? Think again. Did you know you can get paid when it works best for you? That means you can get the money you earned directly after your shift, or that you get benefits like healthcare on your very first day. As an Amazon warehouse associate, you'll be amazed by what you can get. To learn more about all of the benefits of working an hourly job at Amazon, go to amazon.com/hourly. That's amazon.com/hourly. Amazon is proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Are you looking for a way to fight spring allergies? We all are. It's John Kincaid telling you about my friends at H&H Heating and Air Conditioning. Take control of the air you breathe. You're going to get $200 off a new air scrubber and Micro Power Guard air cleaner from H&H Heating and Air Conditioning. You're going to breathe easier in your home, knowing that it helps eliminate harmful viruses and airborne particles. I've got this thing in my house, and it is awesome. So for an estimate on a new system, including $200 off indoor air quality equipment, visit DelcoHVAC.com. That's DelcoHVAC.com.
Welcome to Allstate, where saving on your auto insurance is kind of like a joyride. You, your car, and an open road. Maybe your best friend, too. The music is chill, and so is the traffic. You and your friend both look over at each other, and then he puts his head back out the window. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click, call, or visit allstate.com to save today.
Allstate and affiliates offer products and services subject to availability, terms, and conditions.
Behold, New Jersey. With the Caesars Casino app, you have dozens of your favorite slots right at your fingertips. Sign up and get your first deposit matched up to $2,000 with a bonus for slots or video poker, plus a $100 gas card using promo code Radio Casino. Must be 21. Offer valid in New Jersey only and for new users. Minimum wagering within 7 days required. required to unlock bonus. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Play like a Caesar with Caesars Casino.
You know, if you suspect you have mold in your home, you may have a damaged or eroded foundation, extra moisture in the house, cracks in the basement floor and walls, or visible mold or residue, DryTech Waterproofing Solutions is one of the top-rated mold remediation companies in the entire state. So call DryTech at the first sign of mold. It'll save you substantial repair costs down the road. DryTech offers free consultations. Mention John Kincaid, get 15% off. Fanatic listeners, you're going to get 15% off just for name dropping Kincaid. Don't let mold lurk in your home. Visit DryTechCorp.com. DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Protect your investment.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
10 o'clock hour brought to you by Window Nation. Take advantage of Window Nation's 50% off sale on all style windows. Plus, make no down payment with no payments and no interest for 12 full months. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com.
Hello.
It's 10:30. Across the Delaware Valley. I was ready with the juice. No, it's funny because poor Anthony's like, I'm not, it's hard sometimes because you're texting, Instagram, DM, message, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes it's hard to get your point across. And, sometimes it's in those short bursts, it's hard to, sometimes you lose kind of the tone of it. It takes a weird tone. It's not really what you mean. It's just sad, but it comes across weird.
I mean, the laughing, crying emoji was the weird part.
Well, listen, you're not wrong either.
The context of the emoji is important.
You don't like, and I don't like it either, but you really don't like it. Like the LOL or laughing, crying emoji that is the sarcastic, like, ha ha ha.
Yeah. It almost seems like he's happy that we're late, as he said.
Right.
With building a team around a big man in Joel Embiid. And so the condescending laughing emoji equals the condescending LOL for me.
Yeah, I hear you.
It almost tells me that you're happy. Like when the Phillies lose a game and I get the Phillies LOL. Right. All right, so are you happy that they lost?
Right. That's
that's weird to me, man.
Right. That's the,
You should be bummed out with me.
Right.
We're fans of the Phillies together. We're fans of the Sixers together.
Yes, I agree with that. That is listen, that's it's unbecoming.
Yes.
When you do the sarcastic, I'd rather you be aggressive, not passive aggressive. Like, they suck.
Right, yes.
I'd rather give you, they're going to break my heart again. They suck. I hate them, even though I don't hate them. Right? That's better. Right. That's better than sarcastic, laughing, crying emoji. Right? Or sarcastic LOL.
Right.
Okay. You can see the eyes roll. You know what's funny? There are times when, my little guys, who I love dearly, but they do the eye roll.
I'm an eye roller sometimes.
Dude,
Christy hates it.
There is nothing that sets me off than the sarcastic eye roll. There's a couple times I scared Boswell one day just out of spite, right? Because I would never. I don't believe in the discipline. You don't need to.
No, I got you.
To lay hands. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do that stuff. But one day he gave me the
the eyes were in the back of the head.
It was one of these really oh yeah, this
tough guy.
Sarcastic eye roll, and I slammed my hand against his bedpost, boom, the big loud, and all of a sudden his eyes like that. I go, dude, the eyes roll, man. Because you just what drives you nuts? What do you mean? What are you doing? That's sarcastic. I hate that. Hate the sarcasm. I'd rather just be aggressive than passive aggressive.
Like I'm okay with the sarcasm sometimes.
You got that. You got the sarcasm.
I got it in me.
You a couple times I wanted to
I know.
slam your bedpost.
I know. I got it in me, but it's just, sometimes when it comes to this kind of stuff, it's like, all right, so you want the teams to lose, it looks like. Like when we're talking sports, man, like you want the team to lose, it looks like, when you do the eye roll or the LOL, the condescending LOL.
Right.
And then I don't trust you after that.
Okay, so now my man, let me just go, because I used Anthony as the face of this, right?
Of the LOL.
So Anthony says, listen, he goes, I'm hurt. That's why I send the laugh emoji. I get why you don't like it. I feel you, but I'm just salty. And that makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Well, just express your anger.
Well, sometimes that doesn't happen.
Like, I get the Phillies lose 2 straight to the Rangers, right, as they should not have. And I get the LOL with the train falling off the tracks.
Right.
They just beat Joe Musgrove.
Right.
You read his numbers yesterday. Sub-2 ERA, 8-0. JT, everybody hates JT Realmuto.
0.92 whip.
Everybody hates Realmuto. He's not the worst catcher in baseball. He hits a 3-run shot yesterday. Do you think one person said, wow, you know what? Good bounce back with.
Exactly.
Like, no.
Exactly.
Because they root for the loss.
Exactly.
They're rooting for Embiid to fail.
But they're not rooting. It's weird, right? Like, those people doing that, it's a defense mechanism.
Scoundrels?
I'm telling you, they're not scoundrels. They're not haters. It's a defense It's like Anthony said, he's hurt. There's a lot of hurt. Listen, we all respond differently to the hurt.
Yeah, but is there no pride and joy? Like when the Sixers start off 10-0, is he going to go, yeah, but I'm just waiting for them to fall apart?
I don't think so.
Hey, we're waiting for losses.
I don't think so. Like, the Phillies thing is, there's a lot of, like, they gotta overcome all the hurt they put on people.
I know, but they go
like,
15-2, but as soon as that 2 happens, it's, oh my God, they stink again.
But you got to be sensitive to the hurt. That's my only point. Listen, me, I gets on my nerves too. Because I'd rather just go to thinking bums. They're going to blow it. I know they're going to blow it. He's a bum. Whatever. You got to be sensitive to the hurt. Like that's why, like, the Eagles win the Super Bowl, you can't grouse. Like, that's why I said it should be the boo-free zone, whatever you want to call it. But, you grouse. Like, not for nothing. But I think Howie has made up for those couple drafts that he blew. Look, they were bad, like couple bad picks. But he wins the Super Bowl and rebuilds the roster and has his quarterback off the reservation. His franchise quarterback goes off the reservation, turns into a kook or whatever is wrong with him, right? Because you don't want to feel he's still got an arm, but he turns into a kook, and the guy changes the coach and redoes it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? I'm impressed.
He gets credit, man. He gets credit for sure.
But they're still like that. Okay.
Well, when we did the who do we have the most faith in to build or sustain the franchise out of the 4 GMs, there were people that voted Howie, but they said, wow, I have to pick the best of the worst of the bunch here. Like, they still don't feel. Listen, I still don't trust Howie. I give him a lot of credit. I'm a credit where credit is due guy, right? Like, I'm not ashamed to ever admit when I feel a certain type of way. I wanted him out of here. I did. But he has rebuilt this team, and I'm fired up for this season, and I give him a round of applause.
Yeah.
Do I necessarily trust him? No. There's been a lot of weird things that have happened over the years. But right now, he should be in our good graces.
Yeah, listen, I think he knows how to build a team. Is what you know. Yeah, listen, you know me. Like, I think I know how to build a team, and I think I know how to draft. I loved his approach, man. I love where they're at. I have to tell you, we'll get into it more as the season comes closer. We get to camp, but I love how this roster's put together because there's some placeholders that I think are good placeholders that have a chance to stick a couple years, and there's some real good building blocks, foundation pieces with placeholders that are good. Like the Tart pickup was a good pickup.
Yeah, that was a nice pickup.
That was a good pickup. Like you needed a safety. That was a good pickup.
Yeah, because did you really trust Anthony Harris, Marcus Epps?
That was a good quality pickup.
Is he Brian Dawkins? No, but, you need role players.
Like, I look at this Melton trade, and I'm telling you, I like it a lot. I think, because he's a couple things. One, he's athletic. What do they need? Athleticism.
Oh, my God. They've been desperate for it.
He's a really good defender. He's a plus defender who can guard opposing ones.
Mm-hmm.
He can guard point guards. And he shot 39%, just under 39% from three.
Now, I'm not the biggest Thibault fan, as you know. Really never have been. I still think they try to shop him, but if they don't, do you imagine having the two of those guys on the court at the same time?
Exactly.
Like in late moments when you need defense?
Listen, if they don't do anything big, and they don't do, the Beal or the dream of Kevin Durant, so be it. And they run it back. They fill out the bench a little bit more, and they run this group back. It's going to come down to Harden anyway. And, maybe, as long as maybe he's just consistent. Like, there's a wide spectrum of what he can do that would help you win. And then Maxi's ascending. Again, what's the alternative? The alternative is to say they can't win. I'm out. I can't go white flag now.
No. Now
I can't quit.
Now we will not be, living day by day during the regular season this year. It's going to be a put up or shut up season for
Agreed.
playoff time.
I agree with that.
But that's fine. I'll take put up or shut up over waving the white flag, like you just said.
Yeah. And by the way, like my man T. Will says, he's cheap.
Yes. Yes, the other thing.
That's a good move. He's cheap. It's a good move. He's actually an asset.
He's a guy.
It's a contract.
Right. He fits perfectly with what you got going on.
Exactly. I just think he fits.
And you could start him some nights. You can have him come off the bench.
I would start him. I'll be honest with you.
Well, depending on what else they do this offseason.
But I think you start him because I think you need defense in the starting line.
Yeah, it's either him or Thibault, really.
Right.
And,
I don't
the
think
scoring punch.
And
right.
he's not a starter. So,
right.
You need scoring off the bench, and we know that. You need some boards.
That's why you go after
an
Eric Gordon, which is still a possibility.
Exactly. That's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah. Today's a good day, man.
That's what I thought.
Like, today I'm happy. Phils with a nice win yesterday. Sixers with a nice draft day move with idea that there is still more to come with the team.
Yes.
I'm in high spirits today.
It's Friday, too. It's
Friday.
A violation to grouse on a Friday.
I agree.
Friday's a sacred day.
It's a nice day. Weather was nice when you first get up.
Yeah, Friday's a sacred day too. Friday's a great day in America.
And I'm on vacay Friday, which is
you're on vacay. That's a home
huge.
run vacay Friday.
Also, later on today, I just want to get this out there. I'm going to have you do the Pringle challenge later today. Speaking of like a fun Friday. So
speaking of the vomit emoji.
So yesterday we got the different kinds of Pringles, but the weirdest flavors, not like plain and sour cream.
Well, what's the challenge?
I'm gonna have you try to figure out what they are, at least in the ballpark, because they're weird. Like it's not like
really
salt and vinegar, right? Like they're weird flavors, and I kind of got the idea when you had me try the Cheese Whiz chip the other day.
Oh.
And so I was like, you know what? Pringle has some weird
a bad
flavors.
Chip. That was a.
So I'm gonna have
that was a vomit emoji chip.
In the 12 o'clock hour. We're gonna have Dylan be the waiter. Yeah? Dylan's gonna walk them in on a plate for you.
I love the D train.
And you're gonna try to figure out in the ballpark of what they are.
I love the D train.
I love the D train.
Yeah.
Great to have him here today.
Yeah, I agree. I'm excited for the D train. All right, I like it. We're going to talk to Anthony Beck, a little football action a little bit later on. We're going to talk to Keith Pompey. It'll be good. We'll do kind of bat around a Friday. Love a Friday like today. Let's get it started on the phones. My man, the Bum. Bum's in Levittown. What's going on, Bum?
Hey, how y'all doing today, man?
What's up, baby?
Hey, happy belated Father's Day.
Thank you, buddy. You too, brother.
Definitely, man. Hey, that that Massimo home run made my weekend, too, man.
Oh, dude, thank you, Bob.
That was nice. Hey, I thought he looked like he was faltering when he was coming between second and third, and then he dropped it back into third when he hit third going home, man. I was like, okay, Bobby.
It was funny. As I saw where the ball went, right, because it went over the center field of his head, I'm going, you run! And I'm acting the fool. Oh, my God.
Oh, I know that was a great moment.
Oh, I wanted to cry. My mom, I was like, oh, my God.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, look, man, I'm calling to bring some optimism to the show.
Yes!
You know, and then I'm going to end it off. I got a question about Steph Curry for y'all, but I'm going to bring it with some optimism. I'm very optimistic about the Sixers, the Eagles, the Phillies, and the Flyers. Right now. I have no reason not to be. It's the off season for most of these guys, except for the Phillies.
Yes.
It's like, why would I sit here now and go through the roller coaster that I'm going to go through during the season anyway? So
exactly. And you know, you get a piece, right? That's a good piece.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And how there's no logic behind a team with James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, and Embiid being worser than they were last year.
Yes.
With full off-season training camp and all that. There's no way that you could see like, oh, yeah, they're going to be worse than they was when James Harden came in the middle of the season. So the Sixers, don't be surprised the Sixers in the chip, especially if they get P.J. Tucker. Don't be surprised. Now, the Phillies, we knew there was going to be a little down thing going on with this 3-game losing streak. They won 15 out of 18. They took one of the most iconic sports pictures that I've ever seen. I love that picture that they took. And so there was going to be a little downtrodden. You know, something's going to happen, of course.
Yes.
And then look what happened. They came back, beat up on Musgrove. You know what I'm saying?
And, I mean, and you're talking about somebody that's a stud. Like, he's a stud, man.
Stud.
Yes.
Bona fide stud.
Yep. Yep.
So, you know, then the Flyers, Tortorella, I love what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, the Eagles, man, Howie Roseman is a genius. Let me get this dude his flowers while he's here. The dude is a genius, man. If we was talking about a guy in any other position, this would be one of the greatest redemption stories ever. You know, the guy gets put in the corner.
He did. They put yes. Yeah. Put him
like a man on Office Space.
Yes. 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 He was the dude. What's that dude's name in Office Space?
Forget his name. He burnt the place down.
Yes.
It's my stapler.
Yes, the stapler guy. That's what they made. Put Howie like the stapler guy. And Chip walked around. Get over there. I'm with you, brother. Bum, I love you, man.
Let me just get this Steph Curry question for y'all.
Sure.
If Steph Curry, if he wins the championship, that year they went 73-9 instead of LeBron coming back. Are we talking about? Is he in the GOAT conversation? Because I think he is.
He's definitely top 10. So you say is he top 5?
If he wins if they win the championship,
he's got 5. Right. He's got 5. We got to go, Bump. Sorry. He's got 5 then. Here's the thing. I keep going back to Steph v. Kobe. Because that's the spot, right?
It feels weird to debate it, doesn't it?
Why?
I don't know. It's just like
why is it weird?
It's Kobe. Like Kobe's a name that people will. I don't know. Like Kobe's name means more to me than Steph's, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean,
But I love but you know me. I love Steph.
Steph's got 4.
And you know me. I love Steph.
And Bum's point is, he's got 5. And he should have.
Wins again,
and by the way, but he should have had 5.
When they're up
Draymond,
3-1.
the whole Draymond, gets suspended, and I mean, that's 5. He has 5.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Kobe's got 4. He's got 4. To me, I go edge Kobe. But if Kobe's got 4, he's got 5, which he should have 5. I mean, it's close. I'd still go Kobe. Kobe wins with Powell as the second best player. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but who did Steph win with his second best player? Jordan Poole? Klay Thompson.
What, this year you mean?
Klay Thompson was not the same Klay Thompson.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Wiggins.
But, I mean, listen.
You know what I mean? Like Wiggins.
Yeah, but if you go.
Powell.
Yeah, but that
far
Laker.
better.
No. Powell was no good. Powell was an okay player. Let's go to those rosters. Because Poole plus Draymond plus Wiggins plus whatever Klay is, I say greater than whatever Kobe had. I always say whatever he had. That's to me way better.
Powell was double-digit that year, or double-double that year.
Yeah, and I mean he wasn't Shaq.
No, he wasn't Shaq.
I mean, come on. I mean, Powell was nice. It's okay. You can't give me Powell. Draymond, Poole, Klay, Wiggins, greater than whatever they had. I'm sorry. I don't even think it's close.
He did have a young Andrew Bynum. Was he playing?
Come on, dude. Powell was the big.
Yeah, young. Let's
Come
see.
on, bro. It's not even close. Stop. Go what Kobe did with that team.
Oh, no. Yeah, but it's not like this Warriors team was all that great.
Come on now.
How about Lamar Odom?
Stop. Lamar Odom with his fleas.
Meta World Peace.
Yeah, Ron Artest to you.
Am I not allowed to call him Meta?
I mean, come on, dude. That's not even. And by the way, Kobe, way better defender than Steph.
Well, yeah, that's why I said it's weird. Like, I'm not trying to make the case for Steph.
No, I'm just saying Steph. I'm just talking about you got 5. He's in the conversation.
Yes.
And I still go Kobe, but he's in the conversation, and he's the top 10 guy. All right, let's go to where we at. Bobby, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Bob. Yo, Bob.
Hey, how's it going, Nate?
What's happening, Bobby?
Not much. I just want to talk about the Sixers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they made a great move yesterday, getting rid of Danny Green. I mean, he's not going to play for probably half the season anyway, so I think we won on that trade. But I still think we have to go out and get a couple more pieces to say we're ready for a title, because we can't just run it back with the same team, because we'll just keep getting the same results. And then we keep getting the same results, and then B's going to try to force his way out of here.
Well, God forbid that happens. But let's think about it, right? Like, I'm with you. I think they need a couple pieces, but the bench pieces, right? Like, you need some scoring off the bench, need some rebounding off the bench.
You need like a good six man a year, like someone like Lou Williams back in the day.
Well, I don't know if you need that, but I agree that you need to fill out the bench. I'm with you. And again, but to me, everything goes back down to what kind of Harden you getting.
Yeah, I mean, if you get the Harden from last year, I mean, I won't be expecting too much.
Okay, but what if I got the Harden from Game 4?
I mean, is he going to be able to do it consistently? I mean,
that's my, listen, I agree with you. I mean, that's a big deal. But if I got the Harden from Game 4, and again, I'm not asking him to go drop 40 every night. I'm just saying.
No, you don't need that you have the best player in the world, but
and you got Tyrese that's going to score, right? So
I love Maxey. I love him ever since we drafted him.
And if Tobias could give you what he gave you in that role, like, I thought he played well in the playoffs.
I thought he did too, but I think it might be time for Harris to move on. We move on from him.
The problem with that is who you get. You know what I mean? Like, that's like people say it all the time, and I go, well, fine, but you got to tell me who you're getting.
Yeah, I mean, the rumors out now is Kyrie, but I wouldn't touch that because he wants to be traded from.
Yeah, I mean,
Brooklyn.
Come on, how's that going to work? How's Kyrie, James Harden, and Tyrese? How's that work? You know what I mean? That's where you go. I don't think that's it. Now, again, if something crazy happened, and the NBA, you can't rule anything out. But if something crazy happened, like KD, You know. Let that hang out. Let that dangle out there. All right. We got to take a quick TO. We'll come back in just a moment. Run through everybody's calls, having some fun on Friday. Friday's a sacred, Tunis. Cherish the Friday, man.
Love Friday.
Let me tell you about the Bet Parks app. Yeah. Like last night, we were doing the show. Cousins Corner had the big brain on, and we were going back and forth. He's all about the NBA futures. In fact, this might not be a bad bet. I know people are going, the chip. They ain't winning a chip. Sometimes when you least expect it, right? The run comes. Is it worth the pizza bet? 19-1. Your Sixers. That's a fairly hefty price, 19-1. You know, might be worth it. Throw a little pizza action on there. Anyway, you can check out the Bet Parks app, and all they have to offer on the app. It's fantastic. It's sleek. It looks good. It's a great app. Download it, and when you do and sign up, and if you're new signing up, you use a promo code FANATIC, and that will get you a risk-free bet up to $750. All right? Website's got all the details there. They got everything. They also have slots and the games and all that stuff. It's a lot of fun. Make sure you download it. It is the Bet Parks app. You got to be in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. You got to be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Sixers make a move. I'm Andrew South-Tunis, and this update is brought to you by Ashley Home Store. This week at Ashley, it's red, white, and boom with huge discounts and low prices on Ashley living rooms, dining groups, and Ashley bedrooms, plus free delivery, and Ashley pays your sales tax. Ashley in Pottstown, Warminster, Bensalem, and Maple Shade. Last night was the NBA draft. The Sixers had the 23rd overall pick, but we all kind of expected a move to happen, and it did. They made a trade with the Memphis Grizzlies, sending Danny Green and the 23rd overall pick to Memphis for DeAnthony Melton, a 3-and-D player, somebody with athleticism, somebody that could shoot the three ball. Fits well with the Sixers, something that they've been needing for a while now. Athleticism, man. Phillies get a win yesterday in San Diego, an impressive win, 6-2. JT Realmuto, a 3-run shot. Kyle Schwarber, a 2-run bomb, all against Joe Musgrove, who going into the game had a sub-2 ERA, had yet to lose a start this season, but the Phillies took care of business, tacking on 6 runs, all against Musgrove. Keep it locked in the Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew South-Tunis, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic. Fanatic Fridays are presented by PumpManPhilly.com. Need a water pump expert for your facility for 24/7 emergency repair or pump replacement? Count on Pump Man Philly, the guys to know to fix your flow.
June is National Men's Health Month. 97.5 The Fanatic and Iron Mountain Men's Health are committed to your well-being. Heart disease is the leading cause of death for men in the United States. According to the American Heart Association, heart disease affects more than 1 in 3 men in the U.S. Most cases are evident, but it's possible to develop heart disease without experiencing noticeable symptoms. Common signs are crushing chest pain, lightheadedness, and shortness of breath. Diagnosing heart disease begins with a physical exam. Live a long and healthy life. Presented by Iron Mountain Men's Health.
I'm Dr. Avidan Appel. Would it surprise you to hear that heart disease can affect the blood vessels? And over 90% of ED is caused by blood vessels not providing adequate flow to our most important body parts. Men with low levels of testosterone are at increased risk of death secondary to cardiovascular disease. So visit us online today at ironmountainmenshealth.com to schedule your free consultation and screening with me, Dr. Avidan Appel, founder of Iron Mountain Men's Health. Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in men's health.
Hey, kids, I'm going to Wawa. Anybody want anything? It's Hoagie Fest. Hoagie Fest is here. So, classic meatball and classic Italian with cherry pepper relish. And a new picture frame.
Wawa Hoagie Fest is back. Whatever your order, summer tastes better when it's full of hoagie love. Get $5 shorties and $6 classic hoagies. Limited time only. See store for exclusions.
Back by popular demand, Wawa and Chips Ahoy are teaming up again to bring you frozen handcrafted beverages that'll make your summer adventures epic. Like
going to the beach.
Going to the beach with a delicious and creamy Chips Ahoy milkshake. And
binging season 3 of that show?
Binging season 3 of that show with a tasty Chips Ahoy smoothie. Whatever you're doing this summer, make it epic. Chips Ahoy frozen handcrafted beverages are back and 20% off when you order and pay on the Wawa app.
Health Partners Plans wants to help you see more clearly. That's why we offer free eyeglasses and contact lenses to our Medicaid members of all ages. We know that wearing prescription eyeglasses or contact lenses can help improve your visibility, but did you know it can also reduce strain on your eyes that may be leading to other health concerns? Health Partners Vision benefits cover eyeglasses or contact lenses in addition to annual eye exams. To learn more about HPP, please call 1-800-553-0784 or visit us online at hpplans.com. When it comes to your vision, be sure to give it a look.
Car shoppers, with light inventories and heavy markups, is it even possible to find a fair deal out there? To be sure, Faulkner Buick GMC in Westchester is the region's trusted name for selection and savings. With no markups and nothing priced above MSRP. Fair, honest pricing has been our way for over 30 years. Find the perfect vehicle, whether you pre-order or drive it off the lot today at Faulkner Buick GMC in Westchester on Auto Park Boulevard and at FaulknerAuto.com. To be sure.
You know, energy costs can dramatically affect your company's bottom line. How about putting 30 to 40% of those costs back into your company at little or no cost to the company? At Beyond the Bulb, they provide energy efficiency upgrades to commercial and industrial customers in the PICO and PPL utility service areas. They're energy efficiency experts. They were just awarded the PPL Direct Discount Contractor of the Year. They're going to use local rebate programs to help offset the costs to your business. So go to beyondthebulb.com. That's beyondthebulb.com or dial 484-246-6542 for a brighter bottom line.
20,000 bonus points, 18.99% variable APR, and a $32 statement credit when you spend $200 before your dog's 8th birthday.
Credit card ads have all sorts of numbers, but they mean nothing to you if you don't get approved. So here's Credit Karma's number, 50. Like members who shop on Credit Karma get approved over 50% more often than the national average. Now that's a number you can rely on. Credit Karma. Apply with more confidence. Member approval rates in 2021 over 50% higher than 2020 CFPB national average.
I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I just got a swimsuit for less than $16 at Kohl's. And that was just the beginning. I scored an extra 20% off already great deals, like 40% off patio furniture and 50% off outdoor dining essentials. So if you want more style, more savings, and more sunshine, you know where to go. Select styles. 20% offer ends June 26th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
So, as you graduate and head out into the world, there's only one thing that you need to know. Hi, this is Jamie from Progressive. Yeah, I can talk now. Progressive protects you 24/7. So, tell me what happened. Oh, I'm sorry, Gene. Can you give me 1 second? Brush that for every meal. Congratulations and thank you. Sorry about that. I'm back. So tell me about this fender bender.
Contact us 24/7 on the phone, online, or on the mobile app. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, covered subject to policy terms.
Worried about your air conditioner melting down this summer? Don't sweat it. Just call your independent Delaware Valley trained comfort specialist for rebates and special financing offers on a new high-efficiency air conditioning system with whole house air filtration. You'll get cooler, cleaner, and healthier air throughout your home and lower energy bills, too. To get started, visit Trane.com to find a Delaware Valley independent trained comfort specialist near you. It's hard to stop a train. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for details.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
I can't stand it! One day, Tunis, one day. See that zap? That'll be my hands around your throat.
It's only out of love, my man.
That's going to be my hands around your throat.
I'm about to pull a Massimo eye roll.
Until I squeeze your neck until your head pops off your head.
Well, the eyes will be in the back of the head when that's happening. It's only out of love, my
and
man.
I'll be slapping your head against the wall when that happens. You make me violent, Tunis.
I love you, and I like it when things go well. It's great, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's
I'll be geeky.
Only out of love, my man.
Yeah, I'll be geeky.
Have fun next week.
Yeah. It's a vacation for me too, cuz. Let's go to Where are we at? Oh, we got Anthony. Anthony's on the line now. In case you just joined us, Anthony, we were talking about it. I made Anthony represent the Grousers, right? Like he was the guy who represented the Grousers. He was the guy that was not happy and Bean, not happy.
Sky's falling.
Right. So we got him. He's on the line. He needs to defend himself. Let's get him up here. Anthony, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. My brother.
What's up, homie? No, first off, cuz, I got to put you to the side. Hey, Tunis.
What's up, man?
Listen, I love you. I love you to death. Don't you ever question my fandom.
All right.
Question my fandom.
I don't like the condescending LOL or the laughing, crying emoji, man.
I know, I feel you, and I'm hurting. But listen, hear me out. This is why I said we can't win with Embiid. Not because of Embiid. I'm saying we can't win with Embiid because it seems like it's hard for the organization to put the pieces around them. And you look at the rest of the league, nobody has a center that you go through. That's why I wasn't putting it on Embiid. But my question to you guys is this. And Embiid said it himself. He said, I want the Houston Harden. So you know what that means with Embiid saying, I don't care if Maxey get his or Tobias get his. I need that 30-plus points a game. So when Harden finished the game with 4-12 and everybody's saying, oh, he shot bad 4-12, you know what that is in Houston? That's a half. But you know what Harden do in the second half? He come right back and shoot 20, 25 more times, and that's when he get to 40 or 50. So that's basically what Embiid's saying. So fans kind of stop trying to...
Yeah. But hold on, though. There's a wide spectrum, Anthony, where, you don't dominate. He can't take that many shots, right? Like, not on this team. So what I think Embiid's saying is you just can't shoot twice, right? There's a big difference between shooting twice and shooting 25 times, right? Like, he's got to play good point. He can't dominate the ball till the end of the shot clock. Like, there's a way he's got to play that we saw.
You know, but here's the thing, though, cuz this is what I think, cuz I think when Harden came here, he heard all the detractors say, you can't win with the style he is. I think when he came here, he seen that, damn, we got Maxey and Tobias. Let me not be too unselfish.
Yes.
Get those guys going.
I agree with that.
That's what I think. I think Harden tried his best this year and not to stunt Maxey and not to take nothing away from Tobias. He knows that they are not efficient scorers. So you have to get them going early. But here's the problem. Harden can't pick and choose when he's going to facilitate and get his because he's never been an efficient scorer. So when he goes on a scoring drought, because Tobias and Maxey and Embiid getting a shot 5-6 straight possessions, and he ain't get a shot yet. He's never been an efficient scorer, so we got to pick and choose. Do we want the Houston Harden?
Yeah, see, again, I don't think the fundamental difference that you and I have is I think you can pick and choose. I don't think
he got in his game, cuz. He don't have a mid-range. They took away you notice we get Harden when the rule changed.
Yes.
We don't get the
well, I agree with that. Like, listen, you're spot on with that. Spot on, baby. I think you're right on. But listen, my point is, if you're gonna play off ball sometimes, Maxey has the ball in his hands, you knock down an open three, right? Or you got the ball in hand, you're playing point, right? You got to be able to beat your man off the dribble. Like, one of the issues that really hurt this offense was there were times when there were switches on bigs, he couldn't beat his man. Now, he's got to be able to do that.
Because you're right, but I think the problem is because I think he can't pick and choose his spots because he's never been an efficient scorer. I think if he pick and choose his spots.
He's been a good – listen, he could be a point guard. Like, he knows how to – he's a good passer. He knows how to draw the defender in and deliver the pass. So I think he could.
So no, because let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So what we want for Harden is a good 18 to 20, maybe 18, 20 points and get the dimes. That's all we need from him?
Yeah, I mean, maybe you want to. It all depends. 2022. Again, hit some threes to spread the floor, because you need to space the floor too. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm be honest with you, because I think he's done. I think he's done, cuz.
You know, and listen, I don't know. You might be right. And if he's done, we're done.
I know, man.
And I don't want to think that. It's Friday, eh?
You're right, cuz.
Hey.
I said I'm going to stop texting and I'm going to call in because I'm like, no.
I love you. Hey, I need one thing real quick. How's your son?
Yo, cuz. Cuz he went to the Temple camp, cuz. Showed out. Coach's asked for his name right after the workout.
Yes!
Cuz
Anthony's son's a cornerback, and he plays. What's
he go to Arch? He go Arch.
Ryan? Carroll. I'd say Carroll. Yeah.
I sent you some videos.
I got it, bro. Listen, I sent it to a friend of mine too. So
cool.
I'm so excited for him. We got to keep me impressed of him, okay?
I definitely will. And Chulis, I love you, baby.
Love you too.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate it. What's the matter, Chulis?
Huh?
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Your voice went up when you said nothing. That's
Nothing.
a tell.
Nothing's wrong.
That's a tell.
Nothing's wrong.
Right back at you, buddy. Let me get my boy Benny up here. Ben from Montgomeryville. What do you say?
You ready for the announcement? The new book just came out, Swinging from the Chandelier.
You got to be kidding me.
It's a new book that just came out. It's about my story about autism. I told you about it, remember?
I remember, but I didn't know it's out now. It just came out.
Right now. You can do pre-orders right now, and it'll be here by September. So pre-orders start now on BenergyOne.com, cuz. I'm excited.
BenergyOne.com. You are our champion in the fight against autism. Ben, we love you, man, and there's going to be a story about you.
Yeah.
So your mom penned the book. Is that right?
Yeah. So when I was first diagnosed, I don't know if we already talked about this. My sister-in-law, which is my aunt, gave her a journal, and she's been writing it. She has good days and bad days, and it's a really good book, and it just really touched everybody.
I think that's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. And you know what? Listen to me. You became her ultimate gift, buddy.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? Like, you became her gift, and God bless you, dude. You know what? You are an inspiration, Ben.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. And if you want to buy the book, you can pre-order start today, BenergyOne.com, and it talks about some of my stories in there, and I'm very excited. I've read a couple of it, and I think you might cry.
I know I'll cry. I can't wait to buy it, and can't wait to read it, and I want to read your mom's story and all about you, and you're such a special guy. No, seriously, dude, we love you, man. You know that you're a special guy. The Eagles in the fight against autism, you're always there. You're a gift. All right, buddy. Always remember that.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And E-A-T-L-E-S-E-O.
Yes, that's my man. Great stuff, baby. Benergy. I love Ben. Ben from Montgomery. What a gift he is, Chulis.
Yeah, and he was telling us about the book last Friday?
Yeah, Jaws.
Last Friday at the Jaws event, and he was so fired up, and that's cool. I'm glad that he can finally announce it out on the radio. I saw he put it out on social media, too, so that's really cool. Ben's an awesome kid, man. Love him.
Yep. And I love the fact his mom, chronicled their journey when he was diagnosed with autism, and I think that's a beautiful thing. All right, time now for some morning thoughts.
Wake up, Philadelphia!
No! God, please, no! No!
Time now for morning thoughts.
Hey, lady! Shut up! Will you just shut your trap? Shut up!
Please go away. Let me sleep for the love of God!
Yo, cuz, what were you thinking about this morning?
Well, I mean, obviously I loved what the Sixers did, so it was the draft. It was great, and I was excited about the Phillies, and I thought it was a good day. So I woke up feeling good. Also woke up in a little more of a depth mood, like more in a deeper mood. And the grand design of the universe, which is very big. And sometimes you wonder, are there coincidences? So I got, you always hear my buddy Bob Means Jobs, right? My childhood friend Bob Marino, who's like my brother, right? The whole thing. And he works with a guy at a Huntington Valley Bank. And the chairman of the bank is named Travis Thompson. Great guy, right? So Travis, I go to see him last night, and Travis, lo and behold, played football at Maine. He's a good football player. And he played at Maine. And it was interesting because you know who coached him at Maine in the 90s? He was the defensive lineman, and coaching him, none other than Spags.
No, really?
Spags.
You know that guy pretty well.
Was the defensive coach, right, for the Maine Bears. He coached the D-backs.
That's crazy.
Right? So not only that, right, what are the odds? So Travis lives in Doylestown, which I never would, right, find my way. So I go see him, and he's telling me the story. I go, oh, my God. As we're talking, now this is the weird part. As we're talking, who do I get a text from? Spags. Because he just watched the movie Hustle. He's like, yo, I didn't know you were in there, bro. Blah, 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 whatever. And what are the odds that Bobby's, chairman of the bank play football for Spags? I'm with them, and Spags text.
I get the text. Yeah, it's weird, man.
So I started to think about the coincidences that probably aren't coincidences.
Oh, no, I'm with it. Yeah, there's
like the universe,
there's
if you open yourself up to the greater power, you start to see little things. And I thought that was neat. I thought about that. And I thought about the idea of, like, wow, that's just weird.
Yeah.
But in a good way.
And sometimes it's not just that. It's, sometimes you get your big break, right, that you've been looking for. And, I think that's all out there, man. That's really cool. I told the story yesterday about meeting my grandmom's childhood friend.
Yeah.
When we were in Lithuania, we decided to just, let's go see her old house. It's not even there anymore, by the way.
Yes.
Like, the house is gone. It got torn down by, when stuff was going on. But the well was still there. And so we took pictures at the well and all that. And here's this old lady. We're like, hey, did you know? And she knew her.
She knew the well.
And she knew my grandma.
I know.
Well, she knew the damn my grandma. It's crazy.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday and the whole thing. But I just thought that was an amazing story that you had. And then last night, I had that weird encounter.
Yeah. I mean,
which was a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's awesome. It's you get a shiver down your spine, but in a good way, and you get the chills and all that kind of stuff. I love it, man. There is something. There's something. I believe it. There is something, man.
There is. I think if you open yourself up and just somehow it appears to you.
Yeah, definitely. And,
little ways. I mean, it's not dramatic.
And especially our community, because it is like everybody knows somebody.
Yes.
That's associated with
6 degrees.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's crazy. I was texting back and forth with Vince from Philly Sports Trips not too long ago. I'd met Vince through Philly Sports Trips, right? Vince can see my parents' house from his backyard in Brigantine. But, like, think about that. Like,
yeah,
and you know who his neighbor is? Tooch. And you know who I'm neighbors with in Sewell? Tooch.
Next door neighbor.
Like, it's weird.
It is.
Like, they're neighbors. He can see my parents' house. I'm neighbors. You're best friends with him. We work together, right?
Vince lives on his street.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
And to bring it full circle, Bobby lives in Brigantine about 6 blocks from you.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it's wild how things work out.
But it's the Delaware Valley. It's what I love most about home.
Yes.
All right? Is that you meet all kinds, our people are so connected and so together and connected. That's why I want strength with us. Listen, we're going to fight and argue and bicker about little things, sports and everything else. But when it comes down to it, we need to have each other's backs.
Yes, definitely.
In the land. And we're too close in the land.
Yes. And you know what's crazy? So my morning thought, also deep, but kind of sad.
Oh, yeah?
But also, to that same notion of needing to have each other's backs. So 2 days ago, I had a kid, Nick, in here. He was shouting me for the day.
I remember,
Nick.
Yeah.
And I'll bring it full circle to a text message I got this morning. So Nick reached out to me 3 years ago to shadow.
During the pandemic, yep.
Well, it was like I was going on my honeymoon. Like, hey, when I get back, we'll work something out. Construction was being done on the building, and we were not allowed to have visitors because of the construction.
Yeah.
Then the pandemic hits, right? Pandemic lightens up, but now we're doing construction again because they halted construction because of the pandemic. So construction resumes. And, of course, no, we can't have any visitors. Then there's Omicron. Then there's Delta. Then there's all these different variants. And so today, my buddy is supposed to come over. One of my groomsmen, Alex. I'm a groomsman in his upcoming wedding. We're really tight. He sends me the text. Hey, man, just want to let you know I was with my friend who was exposed 5 days ago. He just tested positive. Do you still feel comfortable with me coming over? Blah, blah, blah. It's been 5 days. He feels no symptoms, which is great, right? So we're probably still going to hang out. But it just made me think, holy hell, man, it's been 3 years. Like, think of everything that has happened and, like, good, bad, a lot of loss. A lot of loss, not just life, but loss of time. Like Nick, who shadowed me the other day, is entering his junior year at Newman. He and I were emailing back and forth when he was a senior in high school because his favorite teacher was my favorite teacher when I was at Clearview. Years ago, right? My 10-year anniversary is this year since I graduated. And it was like, it hit me this morning like, my God, dude, I was in communication with that kid 3 years ago when he was in high school. He's now entering a junior year. He works here in the building. He's on the street team at XTU, down the hall. And it's just like, oh, man. And we're still dealing with it. Not as serious, thank God. With science, vaccines, boosters, you name it. And a lot of people have had it. But we're still dealing with it. It's just crazy.
When I think about that, you're right. It's been a strange time. And my heart goes out to the kids. Listen, that pandemic.
One of my thoughts.
That pandemic. Listen, it had a big effect on kids.
I was at a block.
Missing proms.
Yeah.
Missing, school trips.
Yeah.
Sports. Not playing it.
Seasons that were canceled when they were seniors. I still remember when the pandemic was really taking off. I think we talked to somebody about it. A lot of seniors who played baseball had their seasons canceled. So a couple of coaches from local high schools actually put together like an exhibition type season where they got together on weekends and let local high school kids play because they missed out on their senior season. Like, I mean, think about how much has happened since then.
Yeah, man.
Big and small. And it's just like, wow, it's really been 3 years.
I know.
Right, like I just gotten married. I now have a child.
Yeah. Dude, that's the weirdest thing. You want to talk about time melting away.
Crazy.
And
it really hit me when I had Nick in here the other day.
When Coop's voice starts to change.
Well, right, exactly. Before COVID, Anthony's voice wasn't changing.
No.
Like it was a weird feeling this morning.
Yeah, no, I don't want to keep the little one on ice. So
right,
his doesn't
exactly.
change.
So it was a deep morning thought today when I got that text.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
listen.
man, my buddy, I'm exposed, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you forget, right? Because rules of
Yeah, but I love, listen, we're talking Sixers today, as you can well imagine, mixing a little Phillies, have some fun. Anthony Beck's going to join us coming up, and he's got some big news, which is really cool. But I love this idea of the connection. The odd connection, the coincidence, which I believe is not a coincidence. And again, I mean, I don't know. But if you leave yourself open, you know what? You may be surprised.
Yeah.
And especially in our area, which makes a lot of sense because we are such a tight-knit group.
I got another story from FanFest a few years ago that I'll give you.
I love that stuff. So if you have a story like that, I would love to hear that. So I'm looking forward to hearing that, Jonas. All right. 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. That's how you reach us. Cuz Radio with the Jonas. Now, look, we're talking about, connections and bonds and the whole thing. Now, just imagine, right? It's a Friday night. Imagine late night. Kids are out of school. No work tomorrow. Everybody's hanging around. And you got friends and family and kids are everywhere. And everybody's engaged in a big-time foosball tournament, skee ball tournament, shuffleboard, air hockey, ping pong, darts, whatever it is. Listen, this is Royal Billiard and Recreation. All your deals in fun. But it's not just fun. So when you're doing all these tournaments and having fun and the games and everything, you know what you're really doing? You're creating memories and bonds and joy for your family and friends. And that's where Royal Billiard makes those memories and bonds become a reality. The Royal Billiard sales and service team is the best in the industry. They'll help you choose just the right products for your home. Install them with a smile. They'll deliver to your house, your mountain house, whatever it is. Just check them out. You're going to love it. Visit the Royal Billiard Showroom in Hatfield, Pennsylvania, or at royalbilliard.com. Royal Billiard and Recreation, the Delaware Valley's ultimate game room store since 1982.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Draft Day Trade. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Protect your home with DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Fanatic listeners receive 15% off when they mention this ad. For water in your basement, cracks in your foundation, or mold remediation, trust the experts at DryTech. That's DryTechCorp.com. The Sixers made a trade yesterday. It was draft night. We all knew that the Sixers weren't going to select a player. At least all the reports stated that. And they ended up making a trade. Danny Green in the 23rd overall pick, heading to Memphis. In return, they got DeAnthony Melton, a player with athleticism, a player that can shoot three-ball, a player that can play defense. Sixers need a little bit of all of that. So Melton will be playing for the Sixers this upcoming season. We'll keep you up to date with all the other rumors surrounding the Sixers as we continue to enter the new league year. And free agency, obviously there's all the reports about Kyrie Irving. And then if Irving leaves Brooklyn, what does Kevin Durant do? It's going to be a wild offseason, that's for sure. Phillies got the win in San Diego yesterday. Impressive one, 6-2. Ranger Suarez good on the mound. But it was incredible that they went up against Joe Musgrove, who was 8-0, had a sub-2 ERA heading into last night, and the Phillies were able to put up 6 runs against him. A 3-run shot by JT Realmuto, a 2-run bob by Kyle Schwarber, his 20th of the season. This update is also brought to you by Phantom Fireworks. This 4th of July, the rockets spread glare and the bombs bursting in air are brought to backyards across America by Phantom Fireworks. Visit fireworks.com for a location near you. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic. The biggest party of the year for Philadelphia sports fans is back.
Oh, my God!
97.5 The Fanatics Fan Fest 2022. Saturday, October 1st at Xfinity Live.
Put it on your calendar and make plans now to be there.
Let's just go. All of the Fanatic hosts celebrity guests, interactive activities, and attractions.
And lots of food and drinks.
97.5 The Fanatics Fan Fest 2022. Saturday, October 1st at Xfinity Live.
The countdown is on. This is a free event, but you will need a ticket to attend.
Keep listening for ticket giveaways, ticket rate information, and more special announcements.
Must be 21 or older to attend.
97.5 The Fanatics Fan Fest 2022. Be there.
Hey, it's John Kincaid for Copair Health. You've heard me talking about Copair Health, COPAREhealth.com. And I am 8 weeks plus into the program, and I'm down 19 pounds. Now, I was looking to lose 28. I've only got 9 to go, and I may blow through that number with the great support that I get from Vance and the team at Copair. Vance coaches me up. He's gotten into the psychology of my eating and exercise and how to properly do things to melt away the pounds. And I got to tell you this, I'm feeling better, I'm sleeping better, and I'm making better decisions because Copair has taught me how. You want to learn? You want to drop the weight? Sure you do. Do it before football season. Go to Copair Health, COPAREhealth.com. And I don't want you to wait any longer. Copair is making June Men's Month. So for the rest of the month, mention John Kincaid, 97.5 The Fanatic, and Copair will give you your first week free. You will love it. And it's free for a week. Call Copair now at 215-948-4648 or go to CopairHealth.com, COPAREhealth.com. You're going to feel better. You're going to live better with Copair.
Concerts, festivals, family gatherings.
There's an Everfresh juice for that.
Shooting hoops, sitting on the stoop.
There's an Everfresh juice for that.
Picnics, pool parties.
There's an Everfresh juice for that.
Days on the beach. Nights on the town.
There's an Everfresh juice for that.
Crack of the bat. Peanuts and hot dogs.
There's an Everfresh juice for that, too.
There's an Everfresh juice for every occasion. Everfresh has over 40 flavors to choose from, including our premier apple juice line with your favorite apple to eat. Now available in a bottle to drink. Just twist the cap. Everfresh juices and juice drinks. Nature's refreshment.
Look for delicious 100% juice, Honeycrisp apple, or any Everfresh juice or juice drink flavor at the Hungry A on Sproul Road in Springfield.
At T-Mobile, we believe customers should get more. And with Magenta Max, our most popular plan ever, that's exactly what you get. On Max, you get more premium data than our standard plans. That's right, unlimited premium data, so you can stay connected to what matters most. And now, with Magenta Max, you get even more savings than before. Families on Max can get 5G home internet for just $30 a month. You heard right, just $30 for reliable 5G home internet. That means Max customers save $20 a month. And you get all this on the network with more 5G bars in more places than anyone else. At T-Mobile, you get more with Magenta Max. More premium data and more savings on 5G home internet. Head to your local T-Mobile store and make the switch today.
T-Mobile is America's largest 5G network. Capable device required. 5G home internet availability limited. 4G options also available. Qualified accounts include regulatory fees and price. $5 more a month without autopay. See details at T-Mobile.com.
If you're a window installer, keep it simple. Choose Anderson 400 Series windows. They're the cladwood windows contractors trust the most. So much so, they're the windows contractors trust for their own homes. And with fewer callbacks, the choice is simple. It's Anderson 400 Series windows, the windows contractors trust the most. Get started at AndersonWindows.com today.
Claims based on 2022 Anderson brand survey of U.S. contractors.
Let me be real with you people. The casino games on my Caesars Casino app are real. The slots are real. The blackjack is real. It's just like you're in a casino for real, which is awesome. But if I'm going to be real, you can't feed other players to the Tigers when they win, and I miss that. So download the Caesars Casino app.
Download Caesars Casino app. Must be 21. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of ice from LG's exclusive slow-melting craft ice for better-tasting drinks, making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Get up to 25% off plus $750 instant savings on select LG appliances. Valid June 22nd through July 13th, U.S. only. Gas range extra. See store for details.
Welcome to Allstate, where you can really control your savings. Because when you drive less, you save more with pay per mile. So you're really in control of your savings. Only paying for the miles you drive. Yeah! Life is good when you're in the driver's seat. Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click, call, or visit allstate.com to save today.
Not available in every state. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company, Norfolk, Illinois.
Hey, it's Mike Miss here. You know, Philly sports is a big business, and we've got you covered every weekday with the Fanatic's Business of Sports Reports, powered by Pico for Business. For information on how your company can save with Pico's incentives, go to pico.com/business.
Do you love wings? How about bacon? Well, then you're sure to love PJ Wellahan's new wing of the month, barbecue bacon. In fact, our very own Bob Cooney created the flavor, which is why you'll love it even more. Stop into your local PJs to give them a try.
Hello. Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now. More of the Anthony Gargano Show now.
On 97.5 The Fanatic.
All right, it's 11:30 across the Delaware Valley. And don't forget our 11 o'clock hour brought to you by the great people at Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged. Now, the Fanatic Fridays are presented by Pump Man Philly. That's right. You need a water pump expert for your facility for 24/7 emergency repair or pump replacement, count on Pump Man Philly, pumpmanphilly.com, the guys to know to fix your flow. All right, so our next guest, you always hear him. I love him. He's always on the show, and he's so great, such a great football man, and I'm supremely proud. You know, we've been doing this thing, the Philly Project, right, where we're highlighting people from the Delaware Valley doing these big things, right? You know, doing stuff, man, accomplishments. And our next guest from Delaware County's own, who obviously played in the league a long time, right? Was always around, does great work on ESPN, and now is a coach. Our buddy Anthony Beck joins us on the Comcast Business Hotline. Ant, good morning.
Ant, what's up, brother? Great to be on, man. Great to be. I know we've been trying for a while with busy schedules, but it's great to be home. I'm home, which is nice. I'm back in Philly, but good to talk to you, brother.
No, but listen to this, right? Like, come on, man. Don't be modest on me now, because this is so cool, because I'm so excited how this whole thing works out, that you, my man, are one of the new head coaches of the XFL, man. That is so cool. You and The Rock, arm in arm, man.
Yeah, listen, it's been a bucket list thing for me. We've talked about this for years. I've had some opportunities in the past, and this timing wasn't right. With my son going to Iowa State, and my daughter will be a senior, it was time for me to kind of go all in on something. I love the spring development leagues. I was at the AAF in 2019 with Mike Martz and his staff in San Diego, and I loved it. And there's nothing better than helping players that are on the cusp and just can't get the reps, aren't fully developed, aren't ready for the show, and trying to get them there. So pushed all my chips in about when The Rock and Danny Garcia and Redbird Capital purchased the XFL from bankruptcy about almost 2 years, just under 2 years. I put a full court press and start making calls and getting right in front of the right people and get ready for an opportunity to talk to somebody, and finally got in front of somebody that mattered and had a great vision that kind of aligned with what they're doing, and I'm just super fired up about it.
This is so awesome. And Judas, listen to it. These are the head coaches in the XFL with Anthony. Bob Stoops, Wade Phillips.
That's awesome.
Jim Haslett, Rod Woodson, Hines Ward. Are you like, come on, man, this is awesome. These are big names, man. Anthony, this is great.
Thank you. Yeah, listen, I'm humbled to have the opportunity. It's a dream, really. It's something that I've always wanted to do. On the back end of my career as a player, probably starting from year 6 on, I was always brought in to galvanize the tight end room, help out with the leadership of a team.
Yeah.
And look, I tried to do different things, and I've been the position coach, coach high school, coach youth. I've done everything. To be in a position now that where you're the man and you get to make the decisions, and I get to hire the best coaches. There's no pressure from agents. Hire this guy. I can purely do it my way, and I get the reins to do that. So putting together an awesome staff. Already hired my OC in DC, Bruce Gradkowski, former quarterback in the NFL, my offensive coordinator.
Yes.
And Donnie Abraham, who...
I love Donnie Abraham.
So he's a beast. So 2 good guys there, and the rest of my staff will come together in September. But I'm going to give these young men a great opportunity to learn the game of football at the highest level, give them a chance to, kind of evolve their skill set and try to help them reach their goals. If it's with me for however long the league is, that's what it is. If it's get to the NFL, we'll get them there as well. So just truly fired up about it.
That is so cool. I'm so proud of you, buddy. That's really, really cool. What's the next steps when it comes to the league and how it's progressing and everything?
Yeah, so they're making announcements. We have an ESPN Disney deal with our television package that was announced.
Very cool.
That was huge. We partnered up with the NFL for innovations, technology, rules, and things. So tying with the NFL is a big component of having the success of this league. We just started our showcases, so we have 6 showcases across the country. We had DC and Florida. We had 250 at each location. Just trying to find guys that are out there, maybe played some ball, got released, CFL, wherever they may have been, and they're kind of still looking for a chance. And then, of course, the majority of our players will come from those guys that get released from preseason training camp. There'll be roughly 20 guys over each team, about 600 players, and we'll start that process. I'll still be doing the Jets preseason TV games, so I'll get to see a lot of film. And, of course, I got my general manager, we call him a DPP, Dave Bowler, longtime scout and college director that's with me as my GM. So we'll just continue to, find the best guys, and hopefully we can help them achieve their goals and get them better. And, hey, we'll see. Maybe we'll win a championship. Maybe we won't, but that's the goal.
That's awesome, man. We're talking to Anthony Beck, Delaware County's own. He's always we'd always love him, breaking it down for years and years. And a couple things before, because I got to ask you about the Birds, man. I mean, because I'm real excited. I love what Howie's done in putting this team together. I start to look at it and I go, you got some really good building blocks, and they got some good placeholders. Like, they just get tart from the Niners because they had a hole in their safety. I thought that was a really good move. I like that kid. They got their defense is so much better, so much improved. They got a really good line. I love what they're doing.
Yeah, and Nick obviously finished strong with the team last year, and excited about what he can build from what he did last season. But
I'm
you're
a big
right.
Sirianni fan.
It feels like vintage Howie, right? I mean, some really good draft picks now. With last year and then this year, and of course those off-season moves. I mean, you got to do it. You've got to evolve. It looks like they want to build right now around Jalen and max him out and try to get him to be that guy. And I really like Jalen's game. I think he improved every year from end of college into the pros, and he's driven. He's going to work hard. You're going to get the most out of him. So hopefully, those things align. It's always important with the quarterback.
I know. Keeping it real. Listen, I mean, it's all on him now because, you look at it, there's no excuses, right? You got a great offensive line. You got A.J. Brown. Devontae Smith, I think, is a star waiting to happen. Yeah. And you got a great tight end in Goddard. I love kind of where they're at right now with their offense. So it's all about Jalen. Like, you can't have what you did in the playoff game in Tampa.
And you know what it does with A.J. Brown and obviously the speed, the receiver, and the guys that can get down the field, it really spreads out the defense. And then now when Jalen has to tuck away or want to get those easy first downs, it makes it even easier. I mean, it's hard enough to tackle him in space and do the things that he does, but I think it's a great compliment for him. I'm excited. I think it's, everybody's making moves, right? Everybody's trying to get better, but some of those off-season moves, the additions are really going to be strong, and I think it's an exciting time to, for the season for Eagles fans.
Yeah. Yeah, and I look at it and I go, the Cowboys look like they're taking a little bit of a step back. And I look at them and I like their defense. I love Micah Parsons, but I look at their offense. I go, they're going to miss Cooper. And, I think when you look at Dak, you wonder about, right? I mean, in fairness. And, Zeke, I think, is shot. I don't even think he's the best back on the roster.
Well, look, I mean, Dak's a great leader, right? I mean, this is a kid that, was coming off an injury last year, had a pretty good season coming off that. And, I can't imagine him slipping. But you're right, weapons, it's a mix-up.
I mean, C.D. Lamb's a star. I agree.
No doubt about it. Absolutely. He's a beast. He's going to get even more opportunities now, getting slid into those big play opportunities. So, yeah, I mean, look, it's the division itself is better. Obviously, Washington, and they have their issues trying to find quarterback rotation, stuff like that. And then with the Giants, maybe a new coach kind of sparks things. But you're right. Eagles and Dallas right now seem to be the two teams that, at least when you're looking at it on paper, Eagles feel like, can maybe catapult them in the division.
All right. So I got to ask you, because you got the camp coming up, dude, the Anthony Beck camp. Yeah. Which I love. I'm gonna drop Anthony off on Monday at the camp. So
please do it. Yeah, we'd love to have him.
What's the deal?
16th year doing it. We'd also coordinate that. It's 16 years camp, 16 years Anthony Beck golf event as well. So again, we're just continuing to raise money for my old school, Monsignor Bonner High School, to give back to those kids and. The new batch of guys that come in, give them those opportunities, have nice things, uniforms, equipment, and things of that nature. But, yeah, the camp, I mean, again, it's sold out again. We'll have close to over 200 kids, cheerleaders, campers, football kids, 1st through 8th grade. over at Bonner. We're going to have some special guests come through, some former and current NFL players, and it'll be a good deal, man. It's 3-day camp, 9 to 3. It's a one-stop shop. Again, I always tell people we're not situated by a camp company. It's me, my wife, blood, sweat, and tears from day one, and we do it every year, and we love it. We're out there pushing the kids, helping the kids. We got great speakers, awesome sponsors, man, 30-plus sponsors between Tampa and here, my 2 locations, and they come on board with a quick call and an email. They always help out and give support. So, yeah, look forward to it. I'll tell you, I was actually shocked. It's funny because with the kids that come, I figured, after I stop playing, I get a little bit more removed from the league. They'd stop playing. The funny thing about it is the parents now whose kids are coming to the camp actually came to my camp 16 years ago. When I
as
first
players,
started.
yes.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable when they were when they were growing up in Delaware County and going through the deal. So it's fun to see that. It's fun to see players come back that are playing in college. And, hey, we came to the Beck camp. It was a good foundation for us. But it's just an opportunity for me to get back in the neighborhood, come back, get back to the school, and meet the new kids every year and, do some cool stuff.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so proud of you. You know what? It's funny because I know you live in Florida, but you know what? You're always here. Like, your heart's here. You always do works here, and we're excited about you as the head coach. Julius and I are coming to a game in the spring.
Let's do it, man. Yeah, cities, teams, all that stuff's getting announced in early summer, and they'll start kind of laying the groundwork here before the NFL season starts. And then,
cool.
You'll see some things sprinkled in throughout the year about, when the season will kick off the week after the Super Bowl. So there's no delay. You're jumping right into football, and I'm excited about it.
I love it. I love it. And congratulations, buddy.
Appreciate you, Ant. Thanks for having me on, brother.
All right, baby. There he is. How about it? Anthony Beck, XFL head coach, Tunis. Him and The Rock. I sent you the picture.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
Anthony and The Rock.
That was cool. I know Hines Ward actually wanted to start getting into coaching. I'm pretty sure he was an assistant with the Steelers before going to this XFL gig. So I wonder how many of these guys are going to try to get into, coaching in the NFL. Obviously, Wade Phillips is getting up there. I still like him as a defensive coordinator. He's probably past his time of being a head coach in the NFL. But it'll be interesting to see how many guys use this as an opportunity to try to coach in the NFL one day.
Yes. I think so. I think there's a stepping stone. I think you get your coaches there. I think it's really cool, man. I love the fact that Anthony's doing this.
Yeah, I think it's awesome, man. We'll see how the league goes. The USFL wasn't all that great, so I haven't paid attention.
Listen, keeping it real, I'm just happy that he's doing that, and I wish him the best, and I'll try to support. We always support our own,
of course.
So I'll be following him and check it out. I think it's great, and I do think it's a great stepping stone. I brought up Spags earlier. He coached in NFL Europe,
right?
So he coached in Frankfurt, Germany, coached in Spain, and that was a great idea. Like, it was a great stepping stone. A lot of coaches came from that, NFL, whatever, the World League.
Right. And it's good to learn the day by day of coaching, right? And it's gonna go a long way. We see college coaches make it to the NFL all the time. So why not another avenue?
Exactly. Where's Dylan at? What's he doing? You got Dylan all doing stuff in there.
Yeah, so coming up in the next segment, I have the Pringle Challenge for you. The
Pringle Challenge?
Yeah. They're not bad, dude. I sampled each one that we got.
Yeah.
We got 5 different kinds of flavors. There's like one kind of normal one, but there's a twist to it. I don't even know what it is, but
oh yeah. So what's the challenge? What do I got to do?
I just want to
guess
see
the flavor.
Yeah, I want to see how close you can get. And then if you actually like them.
Okay.
Because you're anti-Pringle, and it's
I don't like the Pringle. I hate the Pringle. In fact, I was ripping the Pringle the other night.
They taste good.
My
man.
wife
They're
is
good.
pro Pringle.
Yeah, they're fine.
And I rip her all the time.
They're fine. They all tasted good. Like your Pringle hate. Like, I get it. I'm pro chip over Pringle, but it's not like they stink.
Not real.
That doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter. It's a fake It's not a chip. It's not even a potato. What's in it? Give me the ingredients.
Dried potatoes, number one. Dried potatoes. Vegetable oil. Yellow corn flour, cornstarch, rice flour, maltodextrin.
Yeah, I like some
that's good for
some
you.
maltodextrin with my chips.
Sure that's good. Sugar. You got your glycerides in here. That's good, man. Salt, tomato powder. You need all these things in you.
Okay.
You get 2% potassium out of these, baby. Come on, man. That's good. You can run a mile after it. That's good for you.
Oh, my God, dude. All right. We got to get back to the Sixers. And, look, I'm curious. It's been kind of quiet in a weird way with them. We're going to talk to Keith Pompey coming up next hour, too, including the Pringle Challenge. But I got to ask you guys, like, I think the Anthony Melton was a really good move. I think it's an underrated move. You needed athleticism. You needed a wing player. And you got a wing player who can guard point guards. Like, you can guard the opposing point guard. I think that's a big deal. One of the issues that they had defensively is that they got beat bad off the dribble. Like, yes. Harden, even Maxey, not good defensively. So you got a guy now that can guard 1 through 3. So, that's a big deal defensively.
I mean, just look at a team like Toronto that's really just athletic guys that play on the perimeter.
Yeah.
They did give the Sixers a hard time.
Yes, they did.
Right? They gave the Sixers a hard time because they lacked their own athleticism. Forget perimeter defense. They lacked athleticism, period. I joke around about it. Charlie Brown was the second most athletic player on that team.
Yes.
And he didn't play.
Yes.
Obviously, because he wasn't talented. But, that's how much they lacked in athleticism, that a G League two-way player was their second most athletic player on the team.
What did you think of the draft? I mean, what did the draft as a whole?
The Knicks thing's weird to me, man.
Who are they trying to get? Are they trying to get Durant?
I guess they must be. Or Kyrie.
Yeah.
They're going to try to get somebody.
Yeah.
But it was just weird, man. They made 10 different moves yesterday.
I know. That's just,
so we'll see.
Listen, Worldwide West is a part of them.
Yes, he is. Yeah, and
and he knows
he's got a lot of respect.
I got mad respect for Worldwide West. I'm curious where they're where they're at because they're trying to land the big fish.
Listen,
it would make sense that the Nets, like Kyrie, the Knicks being formidable, right? Again, they haven't been that way since.
Long time, yeah.
Van Gundy, I was there covering that. Covering that. I think it'd be interesting to see kind of how that Kyrie thing works out.
He's the most star-studded player since Melo, right? And it's not like Melo accomplished anything there.
Yeah.
Like, don't give me Julius Randle. I mean, he's nice and all, but
yeah, I agree.
Like, New York has not had to start playing a while.
I know. It's a weird draft because I don't know, man. Because of the NBA, because the kids' college basketball, it's such a strange draft. It's so different than the NFL.
Yeah, it's not the same.
And quite frankly, I love the NFL draft.
Yes.
There's a big drop-off, I hate to say. 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. First time all morning, you got some open lines. Where you at with the squad? Let's talk about the Bet Parks app for a second. Phil's Pods. Last night, I'm telling you, we were at Parks last night, and it was one of those things. The Padres lineup comes out. And I think I like them, right? So I'll take the Phillies -1 at +190.
I mean, I like you have the guts of a burglar, my friend. I like it, but again, it's as I said,
because they're going to come up with a 4-spot the Titans and the 8th inning.
Maybe they will. Maybe they will.
Phillies Phillies.
Hey, you absolutely could be right.
Wow, Judas. Thank you, brother.
Figured I'd wait till the read.
Thank you, brother. That was it last night. Wow. It was 6-2, not 5-2. And the 4 spot was really a 5 spot. Pretty close, though, Judas.
And you got the -1.
I told Brad, -1. When the lineup came out, I go, dude, -1 plus 90. Take the Phillies. Plus 190 there. That's the beauty of the BetParx app, is that you can do that all kinds of different ways. And so you can turn the Phillies as an underdog and lay a run and get a big payout when they win outright 6-2, even though I said 5-2. Check it out, the BetParx app. You're going to absolutely love it. Use the promo code Fanatic when you sign up. You get a risk-free bet up to $750. Got to be in PA. Got to be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Yeah, that was a good win for the Phils. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by the Maine Office of Tourism. Maine wild blueberries, always good in pie, but try blueberry honey, salsa, and even blueberry beer. Visit Maine.com. This message sponsored to you by the Maine Office of Tourism. The Phillies were in San Diego yesterday, first game of a 4-game series, riding a 3-game losing streak. The Fightins, they needed a win, and they got one, and it was impressive against Joe Musgrove, who had yet to be handed a loss as a starting pitcher this year, ERA under 2. But the Phillies, they do indeed get the win yesterday. A 2-run bomb by Kyle Schwarber, his 20th already of the season. JT Realmuto, good sign, opposite field home run. That was a 3-run shot, so the Phils get the win. Game 2 is tonight. Sixers, of course, made a move yesterday. It was the NBA draft last night. They were not making a draft selection. They traded the 23rd overall pick. They also added Danny Green in the deal and got the Anthony Melton from the Memphis Grizzlies, a 3-and-D athletic player the Sixers so desperately need. Keep it locked during the Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
You know, summer can be an overwhelming, crazy time of year for college-bound families because there's so many decisions to make about your students' tuition, their courses, housing, and more importantly, how it's all going to be paid for in the end. That's why you visit College Ave Student Loans now. Take the stress out of paying for college. It's collegeave.com. You can see all the loan options in action with their student loan calculator. Get an instant credit decision and your rate, and you're going to apply in only 3 minutes. Build a private student loan that keeps pace with your family's budget and your goals for your student's future. CollegeAv.com. Sit there with your student, go through the process. It's a better student loan experience. Relieve the stress of how you're going to pay for it all. Go to CollegeAv.com and log on tonight or this weekend with your college-bound student, and when you do it together, you're going to find success with less stress. That's collegeav.com. Pay for school without the worry. Collegeav.com. Trust me, you're going to breathe easier.
It's Hoagie Fest. Today's the day. Follow your taste buds. They'll show you the way. Hoagie Fest is here. Na, 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 na.
Wawa Hoagie Fest is back. Summer tastes better when it's full of Hoagie love. Get $5 shorties and $6 classic Hoagies. Limited time only. See store for exclusions.
Back by popular demand, Wawa and Chips Ahoy are teaming up again to bring you frozen handcrafted beverages that'll make your summer adventures epic. Like
going to the beach.
Going to the beach with a delicious and creamy Chips Ahoy milkshake. And
binging season 3 of that show?
Binging season 3 of that show with a tasty Chips Ahoy smoothie. Whatever you're doing this summer, make it epic. Chips Ahoy frozen handcrafted beverages are back and 20% off when you order and pay on the Wawa app.
Hi, I'm Patrick Fingles, owner of New Look Home Design, the roofing experts. When you hire someone to replace your roof, you want a detailed upfront estimate and an expert to get it done right the first time. At New Look, we provide clear line-by-line estimates paired with a 3D rendering of your roofing project. On average, we install one roof every hour, so you know our team has the expertise to manage your project. And we provide a lifetime warranty on every roof installed. Find out why over 40,000 homeowners have chosen New Look to do their roof. From now until June 30th, get 50% off all roofing materials and qualify for 12 months, no payments, no interest financing. At New Look, you can depend on our 20 years of roofing expertise, honest estimates, and guaranteed customer satisfaction. Call New Look today at 800-279-5300. That's 800-279-5300. NewLookHomeDesign.com.
Health Partners Plans wants to help you see more clearly. That's why we offer free eyeglasses and contact lenses to our Medicaid members of all ages. We know that wearing prescription eyeglasses or contact lenses can help improve your visibility, but did you know it can also reduce strain on your eyes that may be leading to other health concerns? Health Partners vision benefits cover eyeglasses or contact lenses in addition to annual eye exams. To learn more about HPP, please call 1-800-553-0784 or visit us online at hpplans.com. When it comes to your vision, be sure to give it a look.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Trading in or selling your car, truck, or SUV? WeBuyAnyCar.com takes the hassle out of selling in just 3 easy steps. 1. Get your free online valuation. 2. Drive to your local car buying center. And 3. Walk out with your check in as little as 30 minutes. So don't wait. Get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
Napa know-how. At Napa, when you take care of your ride, we take care of you. That's why a $25 digital gift card can be yours when you buy 10 quarts of Pennzoil Platinum Full Synthetic Motor Oil products at Napa Auto Parts. That's a reward for rewarding your ride and a way to treat yourself after treating your motor. So give your ride the premium motor oil it deserves and get rewarded in return.
Napa know-how.
Offer ends 10/31/22. Void where prohibited. Terms apply. For complete details, visit pennzoil.com/rewards.
Hey guys, the John Kincaid Show is so psyched for this year's away game trip with the Birds. We're heading to Arizona in early October. Make this the year you take your first Birds road trip with us. With Philly Sports Trips, the only people we like to travel with. We're going to have a blast traveling again with hundreds of Birds fans, so join us. Go to phillysportstrips.com right now. Place a small deposit to reserve your space. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have live broadcasts, great parties, and more. Come with us with phillysportstrips.com.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Pennsylvania Army National Guard. Aired by the Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters and this station.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia. A Beasley Media Group station. Home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Hello.
12 o'clock across the Delaware Valley. Cuz Radio with the Tunis on this Friday. So let's cut to the chase when it comes to the Sixers. It feels like there's still a lot of pessimism like that. If I'm to read the room correctly, that I don't think DeAnthony Melton moved the needle, or at least as much as I thought it. I really like it. I think it's a plus move. I really do. I'm excited by it. But I sense the fact that people are going, they're kind of lukewarm. Did you expect something more? Did you expect, I don't know, Beal or Durant or a move like that? Which I think is kind of unrealistic for this time. And, I don't know what people expected. I'm curious where they're at. Like, most of the people we've talked to are either lukewarm or pessimistic, to be honest with you, which kind of bothers me because I don't want to go into a season going, they got no chance. I think this team, you tweak it a little bit more, you get them some bench help, you get them some depth. I think that team could do something. I don't know. It all depends on Harden. I would agree. But I think that you run it back with that team with a real bench and a Melton, I give him a puncher's chance.
Yeah, I mean, they're not done yet. That's the thing, right? Like, that wasn't the last move of the offseason. There's still more moves to come. They're still going to add to the bench. And, I remember we had the guy that tweeted in yesterday, and he said something that I don't necessarily disagree with when he said if Embiid's face isn't broken, they're probably in the Eastern Conference Finals, which I agree, because I thought, he could have won them that series in 6 games had he been healthy. That's where I was at. And then the guy followed up with just bolster the bench and you're in good shape. Well, you just bolstered the bench yesterday. Or at least, you get a better starter, a guy that fits with this team better, and you're still going to bolster the bench. Like, there's still at least a move or two that the Sixers are going to make. It might not be Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving or Bradley Beal, but if James Harden plays like the James Harden we kind of expect, Tyrese Maxey continues to take a step forward. Tobias is a NBA player, right? He's a borderline all-star, and then you have Joe. I'm not in a bad mood today. I don't understand where that negativity comes from. I get feeling like, oh man, it's the same team. I kind of do get that, but I don't think they're done. That's my point.
Yeah, but let's say, I don't know, let's say like who else? They add 2 other pieces, right? A piece, a rebounding piece, and a scoring piece off the bench. If you add those 2 pieces, like you add a 4 and a bench player, they're both bench players, like a 4 and a guard off the bench that can score.
Yeah, PJ Tucker and Eric Gordon.
Like, just say that's it.
Because you're linked to those 2 guys, yeah.
Right. Say that's it. I don't know. I'm interested.
Yeah, I mean, you got...
Like, I think you can win. No?
Yeah, now the question is, do you then move... I'm just trying to think, what would you do with the starting 5?
What do you mean? You want to bring Maxey off the bench?
Well, do you bring Max? Because is PJ Tucker a bench piece for you, or is he that starting 4 and is Tobias the 3? And now the question is, what do you do with the 2?
Tobias
is it Melton or is it?
Tobias isn't a 3. Tobias has to play the 4.
So he's playing the 4, and then what?
He's not. He can't guard 3s.
Right. So Tucker's just a bench guy for you.
Yes.
Maybe play some small ball 5 minutes for you at times.
Yes.
Okay.
He's 38 years old. I mean,
he was in the starting lineup for Miami last year.
That doesn't mean anything.
This past season.
Yeah. Doesn't mean anything. I mean,
right.
You need core pieces to have, right? You have B-Ball Paul, right? You go small there. You got Tucker. You got Gordon coming off the bench, right? You got Thibault off the bench, maybe, again, and that's your rotation. Is that good enough? Listen,
yeah, you feel better
because I feel real good about it.
You didn't have a scorer off the bench. Eric Gordon provides you points off the bench, and you're still going to be able to stack your starting lineup because Doc Rivers will hopefully come to realization about that after another year, and you make it work where you get the minutes going that way. I don't hate it. I mean, I would like probably still another wing player that comes off the bench for you that can score. Like Matisse Thybulle can't score. It's great and all to hear how he's improving his jump shot and all that.
That's why. I don't know if you can do all that, but yeah, would I want Gordon, who could score? Listen, I mean, I don't want to move Maxey to the bench, but I would consider it because I do think there's a certain energy that comes when he comes into the game. The whole thing changes. And I play him starters minutes and he finishes the game. I could totally see it.
Yeah.
I think that group, you're 8 deep, right? Like you got, if you had that group, you'd have Tucker, Gordon, Matisse, and then maybe like
if they trust Paul Reed, if he learns how to play basketball,
right?
Because he doesn't know how to play basketball.
I mean that group can win. That group can't win. I think that group can win.
I think it's a good squad, yeah. And you got the best player in the league in Joel Embiid. And again, it always comes back to
by the way,
Harden.
Again, Tobias played well in his role. Maxey's an ascending player. Melton is 24. I like it. Let me get Nicky up here. Nicky, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Nick.
Vacation boy Tunis. Ant, what's up?
What's happening, Nicky boy?
For Tunis being on a vacation Friday, man, he's putting the full days in, man. He doesn't seem like he mailed it in today.
Oh, no. Come on, man. We got the Pringle Challenge coming up.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, this is going to be serious. I'm glad I got in before this because that's going to get serious. That's going to get serious, and I don't know where the day's going to go after that. Listen, I know we've tried to hype this up leading up to the draft, and we would love, Dame and Beal and all these great possibilities. But at the end of the day, I mean, the Sixers they're just strapped. There was very little wiggle room. They're in a very strict lane. You could only veer slightly left or right. And is this the best possible move they could have made in with the hand that was dealt? Probably not, but it's very close to it. I mean, you needed one more decent starter / sixth man, and
athletic, right? Like
an athletic.
Yes.
I mean, and you didn't give up Thibault, who's the only other athletic person on your wings. So, I mean, at the end of the day, the team is better. Not just marginally better, I would say solidly better. Can they win? Well, it goes back to your opening, monologue, which is I don't believe Harden can be the guy that you think. I know you don't have a high ceiling for him, but I still think the ceiling you do have for him is a little too high. This guy, I think if we can get a 17, 20.
So you think he's a shot fighter?
Yeah, he's a shot fighter.
Yeah, so if he's a shot fighter, then I don't know you can win.
Well, what you need from him is just to be, I can't believe I'm even going to say this, a little more of a serious NBA player. Which is not.
What does that mean? Like, see, to me, Nicky, you need him to space the floor.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you
got to space the floor because if you're going to be the point guard, you got to space the floor. He's not old. It's not like he's old.
No, he's old, and we tell ourselves that because he's on our team. Like we love telling ourselves these fables sometimes, and we know.
But my point is, he's not age-wise. He's not. He should now. He could be an old 33,
right?
Because
he burns the candle. He burns the wick at both ends, and he's been doing it forever.
But I don't know the guy's life. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I hear all the other stuff, but I don't know what he's putting in the workouts in the gym and this and that, and his off season. I hear you, and listen. I saw the same thing, so I'm worried too. My antenna's up. My spidey sense is tingling. I just look at it and go, I don't know what the guy's life's about, so I can't make judgments.
Right. The question is, why did he disappear in the last two games?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's scary because if he disappeared because the hand acted up a little bit or something
right.
a little more physical, we go, okay, off season, and maybe we get him for a full season. You need him. Look, he's not going to do a freaking LeBron summer workout or a TO workout. What you need him to do is just heal up over the summer and come the first day of training camp and hope that he's just an NBA player. All right, peace.
Good stuff, Nicky. Thanks, buddy. You too. I agree. Listen, I think you're right. Now, I hope he's not. If he's completely shot, then it really doesn't matter. Then I don't know. You can win, but I don't know why. Listen, I know Morey's tied to him. I know he's got the opt into that contract, but is the dude completely? If he's,
I don't think he's cooked. I can't.
Morey can't go. He's do this deal knowing he's half cooked.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
I can't believe it.
And we saw great.
What happened? Your lights went out, dude.
My lights went out.
What happened there?
What the?
Your lights are out. What is that?
I don't know, man.
That's weird.
That freaks me out. I might have to get out of here.
Your lights just went out.
Like all of them.
Wow.
And now all of a sudden the NBC camera's on.
Now you had that happen yesterday when we had the guests in. Those lights were out. You remember that?
Yeah, but we did that.
I know. Nobody did that by accident? Like Dylan didn't lean on it or something?
No, Dylan's not even in here.
I see him looking at Dylan through the glass. That's weird.
Dylan, try make it flip them up and down. See what happens.
See if you can put the lights back on.
No, we got no lights. But dude, all this.
Here they go.
But everything
They just went back on.
But everything else was flashing.
Wow, that's weird, man.
Like this camera, there's a red light when it's on. That was flashing. These speakers up here have no lights on. They were flashing like you know how when you're looking at a speaker and you see the green lines moving when you're talking.
Yeah.
They're off.
Yeah.
And they were moving around. All right, man.
Scotty to the Scotty.
So basically,
we were talking about the ghosts yesterday.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think Ben Simmons' ghost, Castellanos, he got a hit yesterday.
Yeah.
Maybe they moved on over here, man.
It's possible.
That kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Possible.
That it's going on here now.
Possible. We had the phones yesterday, the lights today. What's next?
Thank God I'm going on vacation.
Really?
Man, I have to say a couple of Hail Marys before I get out of here.
You better, man. Don't let that ghost follow you home. Glenn, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Yo, Glenn.
Hey, what's up, cuz?
How you feeling, Glenn?
I'm blessed, man. I'm a long-time listener, long-time Philadelphian. Been in Atlanta for the last 4 years, but always keeping in touch with my hometown teams. I love it.
I love that.
Yeah,
had a way to do it, baby.
Yeah, there's nothing like it, man. Atlanta can't.
As family, man.
Yeah, Atlanta can't hold a candle to the sports people in Philadelphia. They don't understand. They don't understand it, man. But what I was going to say, I really liked the Melton move. I thought that was a tremendous move. I knew it at 23. He's basically what we got at 23. I mean, I don't think we can look at it any other way. I also like the fact that they didn't really make any dumb moves. Bible, of course, in a developmental stage. They got the guy with one of the coaches trying to get him together to try to make him better in terms of being able to get to the basket off on his own moves and then shoot that three. That's the only thing he's missing. He needs to concentrate, and I believe he needs to get a little more confidence back, because in the playoffs it seemed like he was a little down on himself. So I like what they're doing, and anybody understands and knows that Morey got something up his sleeve, and I'm really encouraged about the Sixers from this point on. What do you think about that?
I agree. I think, as is, even if he did tweak it, like we talked about Eric Gordon or Tucker, right? Like if you add those pieces to this group, assuming that Harden still's got a little life in his legs.
You know what I want? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
That's all right, buddy.
Before you hang up, I wanted, and this is my own thing, I wanted to, if there's any way possible, for them to go get DiVincenzo and just swap him for court trash, and we will be set if we get that guy. Use the young guys that we got, Reed and
yeah. No, I would like that. That's a good piece to have off the bench. Somebody like that. Yeah, I would agree.
I would love that.
I would love that. I'm with you on that too, Glenn. I like that. I'm down with that. I mean, look, I want some credit. You need credible bench guys. Like, here's the thing. I'm done. I'm done with Cork Mods, like you say. What do you call them? Cork trash. I'm done with the Cork trash too. I'm done with the shaky shake trash. I'm done with that. I'm good. Get out. I'm with you on that stuff. I am.
Yeah.
You get a little credible bench, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I think so too, man. Thank you so much, man. Great talking to you, cuz. You and Tunis.
What a pleasure, Glenn. Anytime. Have a great weekend, babe.
You too. Bless you, guys.
Bless you, buddy.
A lot of people think the ghost of Ben Simmons was here.
Well,
YouTube's chiming in strong.
So could YouTube see your studio? They saw it, right?
Because when Chevy leaves at 12,
right,
we're in a 2-shot the rest of the show.
The rest of the show.
And so you and I were just mid-conversation, and all of a sudden, boom, lights go out.
Yeah, so everybody saw it, right? Weird.
Yeah. And people tweeted in, Marshall Thomas, ghost of the process in studio.
Yeah.
Matt says that the ghost of Ben Simmons' house made its way over.
Good possible.
Anthony M. Schmall says, forget Ben's house being haunted. It's your studio. Now, that's terrifying.
Hey, what if it's Hutch says it's a sports guy? Yesterday he called. You remember that? Or Wednesday where he called sports guy?
Yeah, he
Snuffy?
Called in. He said the process was over.
Yeah. He wanted Fairfest tickets.
I mean, we have to give them to him because
we gave it to him. We
want all the good karma we can get with the sports gods, even though they keep just kicking us while we're down.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah.
That was kind of terrifying.
Sure.
You want your first Pringle? Doesn't have to be all this segment.
Yeah.
Dylan,
Where's the D-Train?
D-Train, chug on in.
So this is what?
Chip number 1.
Chip number 1?
Yes.
Thank you, Dylan.
First off, you have to try to figure out the flavor, but also tell me that it's not as bad as you say it is.
Now, I'm showing the YouTubers the Pringle. Now, look at the Pringle. Look at the shape. Anything that's in that kind of shape that goes together in a canister is fake.
You could do the duck lips with it. I remember that was a thing.
It's a fake me out chip. Right? Like, that's fake me out. The ridges, it's a fugazi chip. A real potato chip doesn't have this shape to it. Everyone the same.
You could just break that in half and it'll be a different shape.
And consistency.
That's the thing. I'm pro consistency of these Pringles. Oh, come on. Take not just a little nibble. Just eat the damn thing. You're afraid of the Pringle. That's all one flavor, by the way, in case you need to take a second bite to try to figure out the flavor. Because I'm telling you right now, lacking the first one.
I'm going to say that there's a hint of... Yeah, I'm going to say it tastes a little like pizza. Is this like one of these fugazi pizza type chips?
No.
I'm 0 for 1.
This is the most simple of the batch that we have.
Really? Let me taste another one.
I lied to you. There is one like normal flavor, and it's the one that I figured I'd give you that one first, get it out of the way.
Well, there's a little barbecue, too. Is it barbecue?
It is barbecue, yes. Now, not as good as a Hers or Lay's barbecue.
Dude.
That for a fact.
I mean, it's edible.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It's edible.
But it's not.
It doesn't taste, because it doesn't have the powder all over it.
No.
Yeah. Dusting.
No, it's not a barbecue like an Utz type of barbecue.
No, exactly. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not, and I admit that.
Or a Hers in the gold bag.
Of course.
Nah.
All right. Well, that's number 1. We got 4 other flavors to give you as the show continues. I had each one.
You did?
And some aren't bad.
Those weird flavors?
Yeah. The weird flavors are actually the fun ones. They're the good ones.
You like that?
Yes.
All right. Well,
I can give you a second one right now if you want.
We'll
let your palate cleanse a little bit.
Yeah, I need a water.
Okay.
The Pringle. So I'm 0 for 1. So I got the barbecue, but I was second guess. Do I get any points for that?
I'll give you points because I misled you. I said that they were all funky flavors. I forgot that we got one normal one.
It tasted like it's, changy, whatever. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
The pizza, weird. I was 0 for 1. I guess I'm 0 for 1.
I'll give you half a point.
All right.
How's that sound? I'll give you half a point for that one.
I'm a competitor. We'll come back, run through your calls. We got Keith Pompey as well. Cuz Radio with the Judas, 97.5 The Fanatic. Let me tell you about Meineke. Meineke celebrates 50 years of service and trust. You know that? 50 years Meineke has been around helping us navigate the road, take care of our vehicles. Now's the perfect time to get to know Meineke again. We got to make sure our vehicle's tip-top shape. Got to take care of them extra special these days. So head to Meineke right now. You ready? 50% off brake pads and shoes. Right now, receive $10 off any full synthetic oil change. And that comes with a free tire rotation. Your check engine light on? Head to Meineke for a free check engine scan. Meineke does it all. Exhaust system, steering and suspension, oil changes, tires and wheels. Family vacation is going to be here sooner than you think. Head to Meineke for a complimentary AC check, a vehicle safety inspection. Meineke, get to know him again. Perfect time. Meineke celebrates 50 years of service and trust. Get to know him for all of your auto repair needs.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Draft Day Trade. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Wawa Hoagie Fest. Wawa Hoagie Fest is back. Whatever you order, summer tastes better when it's full of hoagie love. Get $5 shorties and $6 Classic Hoagies. The Sixers had the 23rd overall pick last night, but we knew they were not going to keep it. There was just way too much smoke around that. And they made a trade yesterday. Danny Green is out, as well as that 23rd pick. They go to Memphis. The Grizzlies send back DeAnthony Melton in return, a 3-and-D athletic player, which the Sixers we saw desperately needed really all last season, but especially in the playoffs. So Melton coming his way to the Sixers. He is just 24 years old. We'll keep you up to date if other moves will be happening, which, there's going to be a lot of rumors surrounding the NBA. Phillies with a 6-2 win yesterday in San Diego. Game 1 of their 4-game series. Padres currently the top team in the wild card, so good win to get. And Aaron Nola gets to start in Game 2. Keep it locked here in The Fanatic. For all today's news and information, I'm Andrew Salchunas. This is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Concerts, festivals, family gatherings.
There's an Everfresh juice for that.
Shooting hoops, sitting on the stoop.
There's an Everfresh juice for that.
Picnics, pool parties.
There's an Everfresh juice for that.
Days on the beach, nights on the town.
There's an Everfresh juice for that.
Crack of the bat, peanuts and hot dogs.
There's an Everfresh juice for that, too.
There's an Everfresh juice for every occasion. Everfresh has over 40 flavors to choose from, including our premier apple juice line with your favorite apple to eat. Now available in a bottle to drink. Just twist the cap. Everfresh juices and juice drinks. Nature's refreshment.
Look for delicious 100% juice, Honeycrisp apple, or any Everfresh juice or juice drink flavor at the Spring Mart on South Avenue in Seacane.
Hey guys, Bob Cooney here. In this baseball season, turn Ks into cash and big hits into big wins with FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge. Now new customers can step up to the plate and make a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code Bob. Place your first bet, and FanDuel will give you $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. FanDuel has so many great promotions, and I love it when I win. I get paid faster than a fastball right down the middle of the plate. Are you new to FanDuel? There's no better place to bet America's pastime than on America's #1 sportsbook. So download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up using promo code Bob to get started with your no-sweat first bet up to $1,000.
21 plus and present in PA. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's John Kincaid for CoPair Health. You've heard me talking about CoPair Health, COPAREhealth.com. And I am 8 weeks plus into the program, and I'm down 19 pounds. Now, I was looking to lose 28. I've only got 9 to go, and I may blow through that number with the great support that I get from Vance and the team at CoPair. Vance coaches me up. He's gotten into the psychology of my eating and exercise and how to properly do things to melt away the pounds. And I got to tell you this, I'm feeling better, I'm sleeping better, and I'm making better decisions because CoPair has taught me how. You want to learn? You want to drop the weight? Sure you do. Do it before football season. Go to CoPair Health, COPAREhealth.com. And I don't want you to wait any longer. CoPair is making June Men's Month. So for the rest of the month, mention John Kincaid, 97.5 The Fanatic, and CoPair will give you your first week free. You will love it. And it's free for a week. Call CoPair now at 215-948-4648 or go to CoPairHealth.com, COPAREhealth.com. You're going to feel better. You're going to live better with CoPair. Montgomery County has over 50 of the most historic and challenging public courses and private clubs in the Northeast. To hear about some of our top picks on the John Kincaid Show Golf Tour, the Bluebell Country Club, Ravens Claw Golf Club, and Lulu Country Club, just to name a few, visit 97.5thefanatic.com/golf tour to learn more. Plus, you can qualify to win great prizes, like a custom-fit PXG driver, thanks to our friends at PXG in King of Prussia, valued at over $500. It's the John Kincaid Show Golf Tour. We're presented by the Valley Forge Tourism and Convention Board.
As a contractor installing windows, you deserve a simple choice. Anderson 400 Series windows. They're the cladwood windows contractors trust the most. So much so, they're the windows contractors trust for their own homes. And they even have fewer callbacks for extra peace of mind. When it comes to windows, the choice is simple. It's Anderson 400 Series windows. The windows contractors trust the most. Request a quote at AndersonWindows.com today.
Claims based on 2022 Anderson brand survey of U.S. contractors.
Aw, you didn't have to go so all out for my birthday.
Yes, we did. Because birthdays are about showing your friends how much you care for them and how grateful you are for them.
This is Jamie from Progressive. No, this is a great time. Progressive protects you 24/7. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry that happened. Jamie, can you hold on one second? I gotta take this call, but remember, birthdays are about togetherness.
Contact us 24/7 on the phone, online, or on the mobile app. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, covered subject to policy terms.
Hey, Dad. Cool if I change this?
They may not get each other's music, but they can both get a COVID-19 booster shot. Because the CDC recommends booster shots for people 12 years and older after completion of a primary series. Schedule an appointment as soon as you are eligible. Sponsored by BioNTech and Pfizer.
Listen up, people. Your first bet with the Caesars Sportsbook app, it's risk-free, up to $1,500. Download the app and use promo code RADIO15 and then place your first bet. If you win, congrats. If not, you'll get your wager back as a free bet.
Must be 21 and physically present in New Jersey. New users only. Bet amount of qualifying wager returned only if wager is settled as a loss. Paid as a single bet credit. Must be used within 14 days. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Caesars Sportsbook. Download it.
Want to hear the Fanatic Best of Show Daily podcast? Head to 97.5thefanatic.com now and download each show every day. Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Use promo code FANATIC when using the DraftKings app.
Don't damn proud.
Across the Delaware Valley. Hanging out on a Friday. Yeah, Friday, baby. All right. So we got a couple things that I want to give everybody and see what everybody thinks. All right. I got Tommy and Kyle and Damon. Oh, Uncle Frank, right? We get the whole crew. But I wanted to find out, kind of see what happens with the rest of the off season, see what potentially could be cooking. And that's why we wanted to go to our man, Keith Pompey, who does such a great job covering the Sixers for the Inquirer, Inquirer.com. In fact, I miss him. We haven't talked to him in a while. And now's the perfect time to kind of bat around, chop it up a little bit over the draft. Keith, good afternoon, my brother.
Yo, can I get an autograph, man? Like, I'm watching this movie, and I'm like, man, they have Cuz in the movie? I'm like, come on, man. That was special, bro. Congrats, man. Big prop. I still want my autograph, though.
Thank you, my good brother. I appreciate it. That's funny. So, I got to tell you, I love DeAnthony Melton. I love him, man. I think he's kind of exactly what they need. He's athletic. He can guard 1 through 3. He's a decent shooter. He's a really good defender. He's only 24. I'm curious, Keith, what do you think?
He's going to provide that, right? He's going to do that. That's what they needed. He's also a tough-minded player, right? Like you said, he can guard 1 through 3. And, his shooting is a little bit inconsistent, but he's good at corner threes and stuff like that. So when you look at it and you see what the Sixers needed, I feel like this was a big, big get for them. Now, again, it wasn't the headliner type of dude, but for what the Sixers need, I felt like he was a good fit.
Yeah, again, I think you need to get athletic, and the fact that he's young too. That's a kind of a key thing. The fact he's young. Now, what is it? We talk a lot about PJ Tucker's name's been around, right? Like we've been talking about him. There's a couple dudes linked to them. Do they still? What kind of maneuverability do they have left?
I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things. Like, you can still make trades. You can still have make moves and everything like that. So, it's up to what they can do. But, I think that, PJ Tucker is a guy that they want. a guy who there's a mutual interest. He wants to come here. Depend on what. Let's say if somebody offers him more money, then I'm assuming he has to do some thinking. But from what I was told and what I hear, that a lot of people expect him to come here if they can make it work. So it's just a matter of maneuvering some things and trying to get him here. But I think that when you have a guy like him, we all know who the stars are, but he can be a solid role player, kind of like a hard hat, do defensive-minded things they need. So, I think that, usually, they have certain guys that they wanted to trade who didn't get traded. So, let's see what happens if you could get a third team involved and possibly free up some space or just get some room for them.
So what do you think? Do you think that, they'll kind of tweak a little bit and kind of run this back with Tobias? Or is there a bigger move, do you think, that Morey is kind of eyeing up?
I don't know. I don't know. I think I think it's all dependent on what the market is. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that if you can get something for Tobias, go ahead. I will say, publicly and stuff like that, people are all saying we want to bring the core four back, right? We want to bring Tobias, we want to bring Tyrese Maxey, we want to bring James Harden and Joel Embiid back. But then you hear it, from other teams, you hear it from, everybody else that behind the scenes is they're shopping Tobias, and that's how it was. And then it was, people were saying around the league that, they were shopping him, before the draft, but no one would take that salary. So, it's one of those things where you're going to say, yeah, we're going to bring everybody back, and we want everyone back, and we're happy with this and that. But then there's always those times where there's someone who will give you a deal that you can't refuse, and that's going to help the team in regards to being able to go out there and get other people and have salary cap relief.
Yeah, and we're talking to Keith Pompey, Inquirer.com, does such a great job covering the Sixers in the NBA. It's funny, I'm thinking the same thing. I don't know what they expected to get for Tobias with that contract. I think he's got to be a part of something else, right? Something else. And something I don't want to do, and I'll ask you, have you heard Maxey's name at all? Because I don't want to trade Maxey, man.
No, I haven't heard Maxey's name.
That's good.
The thing is, I think that's part of the reason why we've seen a lot of Matisse Thybulle's name. I mean, when you think of assets that they're willing to give away, tradable assets, the best two are Tobias and Matisse Thybulle, right? But then, as you say, it's hard to get off of Tobias's contract, right? But you can get off of Matisse's contract. You know what I mean? So, yeah, people would snatch up Maxey. Believe me.
Yeah,
probably some teams. Yeah, teams will snatch up Maxey in a heartbeat.
That's my point. Is if I'm going to keep it real and put on my opposing GM hat, I go, no, I got no interest in Matisse. Why would I want a guy who can't shoot? Right? One-way player. I got no interest in Tobias with that contract. Now, if you're talking Tyrese, now I'm interested. That to me is the only way they would actually could get anything of merit, of note, would be that way, which I personally do not want to do.
Yeah, you're not going to do that at all. I mean, especially not because last time I was on your show, we talked about how he has that ability to get his shots now and excel while playing off of James Harden and Joel. I don't think a lot of the elite guys who will come in here will be able to do that. Role players who will do that, but that's all they are. Whereas I feel like you look at Maxey, he has ability to take over at stretches, right? He's shown that. But also he's young, he's on a rookie contract, and it's one of those things where, it could be like how the Sixers used to be. you would always have like one guy, like you had Dr. J, but then you had Charles Barkley waiting in the wing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It could be like one of those type of things. So I'm not trying to put pressure on the young guy, but I'm just using that comparison of where you have a nice young star, and I don't feel like you want to get rid of that guy.
I agree.
The one guy that we're talking about, I think there is a lot of interest in Keys, and here's why. You know, some people always think change is good, like get a new change of scenery,
right?
New coach, new whatever, and they look at the defense. But also, the most important thing is teams are looking at him as if he's a rookie deal for $4.5 million. So you bring him in, you don't pick up the option, right? Initially, you don't pick up the option. You bring him in, you see how it goes, and then you have a decision to make.
You get a free look at a kid.
You get a free look. Yeah, you get a free look at the kid. So I feel like, he could be a tradable asset. The problem is with him is, like, when we talk about $4.5 million, to me, that's a lot of money, right? But when you're so up close to the cap, pick, or I ain't going to say the other words, I don't know if I can on this radio.
You're right.
So close to that, it's like, might not be enough to get who you want, unless you maneuver it some other way.
Yep.
That's the one problem, but there are teams who are interested in him. Actually, a lot of teams who are interested in him.
Well, that's interesting because that's really interesting. What do you expect now? Kyrie is a big linchpin to the offseason, right? Are you hearing, does Kyrie, the Knicks obviously made a lot of moves to free up a lot of money. Does Kyrie jet to the Knicks, or does he go to the Lakers and get reunited with Bron? In which case, what happens with KD? Those are big chips that, like, who knows, if something happens, then all of a sudden you got a shot to go get KD, as remote as it seems.
I think the thing about the Lakers with Kyrie, you understand the relationship he had with LeBron, and I don't know if they want to. They could get desperate. I don't know if they want to bring him in there, right? Now, the Knicks, a franchise, is always looking for stars because, the Big Apple, the whole nine. But from what I was hearing, is that the Knicks are trying to clear cap space to get Jalen Brunson. Like, they want to pay him a lot of money. They hired his father, the whole nine. So a lot of the moves that they were making yesterday was basically to clear up some space so they can, go after Jalen Brunson in free agency. Now, the one thing is, you do have the Kyrie situation out there, but my question is, here's a guy, since he's been in Brooklyn, he played in 102 games, 102 or 3, but he missed 123. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, basically one out of Cleveland, one out of Boston, and now he's going through this situation in Brooklyn. So you got to think long and hard, because if you're a general manager, that's how you get fired if he wants out your next stop,
I know,
and be careful.
Now, here's the thing, and I'm with you 100%. Now, I did hear him talk glowingly about LeBron a few months ago. So, and they're desperate. So that kind of, if they made amends, that kind of would make sense. I'm just curious, because if Kyrie bolts, what happens to Durant?
Well, if Kyrie bolts, then Durant is going to bolt too. He's going to try to. The problem is, Durant. He's arguably the best player in the league, right?
Right.
When he's healthy and everything like that. But he's also under contract. But at the same time, he can make it one of those things where, they make a trade to accommodate him because he's unhappy. So I think Kyrie is the guy, and I think a lot of the stuff that we saw yesterday was posturing. Like,
yeah.
Okay, if you guys don't give me this deal, then I want to be signed. I want to be signed and traded to another team, and then my guy is going to want out too. So I think a lot of that. Now the problem is with the Lakers. Let's think about this. before when Kyrie was there, he kind of like passively, aggressively would kind of talk about LeBron like taking over and doing this and doing that, right? Like Kyrie wanted to be the man, passive aggressively a little bit, right? So now you go to the Lakers and you see Westbrook, and everybody was saying, okay, well, who's going to have the ball? Who's going to have the ball? And then you see how that didn't work out. I do know that Kyrie can play off the ball and he can be a scorer and everything. But my question is, how's that going to go if he feels like LeBron is being ball dominant, like how he felt James was at times, right? And how's that going to go when he realizes, like, yes, LeBron is, like, pushing 40, but he's still the face of the team. It's like...
Well, he's got to be okay with... he's got to be okay with giving it up to LeBron for another 2 years, and then you become the king of L.A.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know if he would be. That's just my opinion. And the reason being is because we all say that, but like you look at it, is he going to be the king, or is Anthony Davis going to become the king?
He's got a ways to go. I would bet on Kyrie king before Anthony Davis, although Kyrie could be King Kook too. Like, you never know.
Yeah.
How about this? We're talking to our man Keith Pompey from the Inquirer, Inquirer.com, who we love. Beal. What do you hear about Bradley Beal?
You know, it's funny. I was talking about him to someone a couple of days ago, and everybody was like hyped up over Beal and saying this and that. And, you know, from the intel that I get, it's like, you know, there's always reports coming out about him wanting to go here or wanting to go there. But it always seems as it's like, well, he never went and told that to the organization. And so whenever people ask people within the organization, they're like, look, we hear the reports just like everyone else does. Like, we can read them in the news and listen to them on the radio. But he's never come out, and he's always talking about how invested he is in this team and winning. And there was one day in particular where, you know, I was at home doing channel surfing, and all of a sudden, it's like I'm watching this show, and he's on there, and he's talking about the plans he has for giving back to the community, certain communities in Washington, D.C.
Right.
And he's at a Mystics game. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? If he wants out, he's doing a good job of concealing that.
The only thing is, did you see the piece from the playground? Like, he did that playground, right? And they interviewed him it was Saturday. It was last Saturday. And they interviewed him at the playground, and he talked about, he was talking about his future. He goes, I'm going to be wild, right? And, like he was pretty, cryptic about everything. But if he's definitely staying, doesn't he just go and shut it down and go, no, my future's here. I'm staying here.
Yeah, you could. But, here's my thing, though. My thing is, like, if he does leave, I know this sounds crazy, but, I mean, it doesn't sound crazy. Maybe it sounds selfish to certain people. But I would expect him to get paid and then try to do an exit strategy. Like, oh, this isn't working. Because, I mean, give Washington credit. I mean, they went out there and they made trades last year to get players around him to fit him. And he'll be the alpha dog. I mean, they got rid of John Wall for him. You know what I mean? Westbrook wasn't. Yeah. They got rid of all these. So they've made a lot of concessions for this guy. And, he's averaging 30 points a game. If he comes to the Sixers, he's not averaging 30 points a game. He's not.
Yeah, but he could win a title.
He could, but you know what, man? He seems like a really nice guy. And he seems to be that way. But how many times have you seen, and I'm not saying this about him, but I'm just saying this about players in general. There's a lot of guys who they will prefer to get paid.
Yeah.
Score a lot of points.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then late in their career, they're talking about, I need to shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean everything. They're like only one team.
Yeah.
30 teams, only one team could win.
Yeah.
Get paid.
Yeah. It's a great point, brother. It's a great point. You're right on. Keith, man, we love you. You going to have a good weekend? What are you going to do?
Hey, man, I'm going to go home, just relax for a little bit, and then my sister's having a cookout tomorrow, so I'm going to go over there and hang out with her.
Nice. We love you. Have a great weekend. Relax, all right? Enjoy yourself.
Right,
great
man.
work, babe.
And again, props again for, that movie. That was nice, man.
Thank you, brother. They did a nice job. They really did. They're good guys, too. Adam Sandler and Jeremiah Zagar, the director, was fantastic. Thank you, man. It meant a lot. I appreciate it, brother.
Bro.
All right, baby. There he is. The great Keith Pompey on the Comcast Business Hotline. What do you think? It feels like this is what it's going to be. Tweak and run it back. Unless all hell breaks loose in the league, Judas.
Yeah, I think that's where we're at. We kind of, I think, got that sense like a week or two ago that's kind of what it was going to be. I mean, like the Kyrie, Kevin Durant thing came out of nowhere.
I know.
Earlier this week. So it'll be something to be paying attention to. I don't trust Bradley Beal a little bit.
I know you don't.
Mr. Flip-Flop.
I am.
He's going to opt out just to opt into a max contract. I don't think he's going anywhere. It's weird. So we'll see, man. I think it's going to be a lot of retooling and adding to the bench that you desperately need to add to, because you saw last year that's one of the main reasons why you weren't able to accomplish what you wanted to accomplish last year. Obviously, it was Harden number one and Embiid's injury number two, yeah. But maybe you could overcome those things a little bit if George Niang's not your number one option off the bench and he goes 0 of 7. That's the thing. Like, George Niang's a shooter, right? So he's going to have hot nights. He's going to have cold nights.
No, you need somebody.
But he was their number one option.
Their only credible player off the bench.
And that can't be, man.
I agree.
And that's one of the names we didn't mention when we did the rotation. Like, he's still going to be in the rotation.
Yeah.
He'll,
actually forgot
hit a couple. Well, because he had a very forgettable playoff.
No, I know.
He fouled out after 10 minutes that one game and had 0 points.
Yeah.
Now, I like him as a piece on the team. He just can't be your number one option off the bench, which he was last year.
Yes, we said it 100 times.
Oh, you want Pringle number 2?
Okay, bring him up.
All right, Dylan. Let's go with Pringle number 2.
All right, hello, Dylan. Said hello to YouTubers.
They can't see him from that.
They can't see him from that camera.
That's right.
Now, let's look at this thing. This thing is weird looking.
Yes.
It's got a red dusting to it. On this Pringle. Look at the Pringle. I'm showing the YouTubers. This is this Pringle.
I like this one a little bit. I'm gonna eat one with you. How's that?
It's got heat.
It does have heat.
It's a good crunch by you there, Junis. Not a bad
item.
The heat is good heat.
Nice heat.
Now, what is the flavor? I need more. Let me go to Uncle Frank while I think about this. Uncle Frank. Yo, Uncle Frank.
Happy Friday, squad.
Happy Fridays there, Uncle Frank.
Everybody's in a good mood, huh? Awesome. Heading to the beach soon.
You are?
For a little while.
Where are you at? You're in Ocean City?
Yeah. Oh, Andrew, you're going to be in Brigantine?
I'll be in Brigantine for a couple days. I might actually make a trip to old OCNJ, a little boardwalk action.
You got to let me listen.
I will let you know.
If the girls would go crazy over the coop.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they will.
Oh, my gosh. So, that's awesome. Andrew, you left the zapper on the charger too long. That's why the lights went off.
Yeah, maybe that could be it. You're right. I was saving it for you, man.
I'll say it's a flaming cheddar.
It is. But it's a scorching cheddar, but yes.
Really?
Correctamundo.
Tasted the cheddar, tasted the heat.
And not bad, right?
Not bad.
See?
It still will fake me out with it's still bobo.
Yeah, but the way you spoke of it was as if it was trash juice cheddar before you took a bite of it.
The flaming cheddar wasn't. I mean, I wouldn't get it, but it's not horrible.
All right.
Uncle
Frank,
what do you think, Uncle Frank?
I'll get to that, Andrew. But I just want to congratulate you guys. You had a great show yesterday. You did a great job. I'll salute. And it was really cool is how those longtime listeners from all over called you. Even that young ball from Omaha.
Jared.
How about that, Jared?
Well, because
man.
you're on, I'll do this for Jared because he always loves it.
He loves you.
I want to guess an over-under for when he tweets you. I'm thinking, 40 seconds?
Well, he did tweet us 21 minutes ago when we said that you were on hold, ready to come on. He said, Uncle Frank is waiting to talk to us, ? And he sent 2 lightning bolt emojis.
All right. So, before I get to my salient points that I think, Andrew, the Pringle is a stone bobo chip.
But that's not the conversation. The conversation is whether or not they're actually tasty. And they are tasty.
I think
you just heard Ant, who was
don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I still hate them. But,
it's a good taste.
It's all right. Let's not go overboard with it now.
Poker chip is more of a potato chip.
Oh, get out of here.
You're right.
They're all
The only thing worse than the Pringle is the Muncho. The Muncho is a trash chip, too.
What about the, my dad used to eat these all the time. The Bugle.
That's not even food.
I wouldn't give that to Josie.
No, not at all. I would never give that to Gagoose.
Oh, man, you can put them on your fingers. It's nice.
Oh, poke your eye out with those things.
Anyway, a chip should all be identical, like the sideboard.
I don't trust it. Exactly.
Here you go, Uncle Frank. I'll take another crunch for you.
That's horrible.
Right.
Uncle Frank, how long were you in Ocean City for?
Oh, week or 2, maybe 3.
Oh, get out. Nice, my man.
Maybe 4 while we're at it.
Great. Life is good. I'll salute Uncle Frank. Oh, you got zapped twice?
Well, I mean, now we had to.
Hey, you're going to go see him. You got to go see Uncle Frank.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You can get a gin and tonic with him.
A dry town. Ocean City, New Jersey.
Well, I'm sure Uncle Frank's house isn't dry.
You're probably right.
610-632-0975. It's Cuz Radio with the Pringle Man.
Yeah, you got a point and a half so far.
With Pringles. Man. Joey Pringle's in there.
Pringle on the Chiefs, right? Isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He's actually a good player.
He is.
You're out of your mind. 97.5 The Fanatic.
This is Andrew Salchunas. You need a new roof, but you're cringing at the thought of dealing with it because you've heard all those nightmare stories about contractors who aren't calling you back, materials that are unavailable, and, of course, costs that are doubled because of supply chain issues. Well, take it from me. Call New Look Home Design because they will help you through the process and make shopping for a new roof easy. Now, let's face it. Do you want to shop for a new roof? No, you don't want to. But if your roof is leaking, if it's falling apart, you absolutely need one. You can't just let the roof get destroyed. You need a new roof. So New Look Home Design, they know what they're doing, and they always do roofing the same way. They provide same-day on-site or virtual estimates, whatever's best for your schedule. Transparent line-by-line pricing so you know exactly what you'd be paying for from the first to the very last shingle. And you get a 3D rendering of what your new roof would look like so there's no surprises. So even though it's not really the most fun project to do, getting a new roof, at least you know what you'll be looking for before it is put together. And most roofs can be installed in a week, so it's not like you have to wait a month for it to happen. Their team is 100% professional. Trust me. There's no obligation to buy, but I am confident that after you deal with them, you'll want to give them your business. Now through June 30th, when you buy a new roof, you pay half later, and the other half never. Save 50% on roofing materials and qualify for interest-free financing. So call them today at 800-279-5300. That's 800-279-5300 or online at newlookhomedesign.com. That's NULookhomedesign.com. Tell them Andrew sent you.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Draft day trade and a Phillies win. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to us by, I'll let you know in a second, these computers never work, New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism. Boost your mood in New Jersey. Savor sea breezes, the call to venture or drift into the blue. Find it all at visitnj.org. The Sixers made a move yesterday. We knew they weren't going to hold on to the 23rd overall pick. They traded that and Danny Green to the Memphis Grizzlies for DeAnthony Melton. Melton, a 3-and-D player, just 24 years old, and athletic. Athleticism. Man, that's a beautiful sight that the Sixers will actually have an athletic wing player. Phillies got a win yesterday in San Diego against Joe Musgrove, but yet to lose as a starting pitcher this year. He was 8-0, so very impressive win for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber launched his 20th home run of the season. JT Realmuto struggling a lot this year. He hit a 3-run opposite shot, so good to see. Hopefully Realmuto can keep that going. Keep it locked in the Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Is today your lucky day? You bet. Because the new BetParks app is everything you want in a digital casino and sportsbook. It's easy to sign up, fun to use, and faster to win than ever before. And all new BetParks app users can choose between a $20 casino bonus or a $20 free sports bet. Which begs the question, is this the most rewarding casino and sportsbook betting app ever? You bet. BetParks. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. Pennsylvania and New Jersey only. Could your favorite casino app be even better and faster than before? You bet, because the all-new BetParks app has been built around what you really want. Easier sign-up, better gameplay, and faster withdrawals, and all the slots and table games you love. Plus, make your first deposit and get a 100% match up to $750 and an additional 500 free spins. So, are all of your favorite games just a tap away? You bet. BetParks. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. Pennsylvania and New Jersey only.
If the best part of your workday is spent listening to us on your drive to work and back, maybe it's time your workday was spent somewhere else. Many of the companies you hear advertising on The Fanatic are hiring talented, hardworking people just like you. Visit the Fanatic job board at 975thefanatic.com/nowhiring for links to career opportunities with our partners.
Pump Man Philly is now hiring experienced technicians. Pump Man Philly is a leading provider of water and wastewater pump service and repair, offering competitive wages, incentive programs, and great employee benefits. Pump up your career. Apply online at pumpmanphilly.com. You want to make green? You got to think green. Start your driver or technician career with Waste Management. $7,500 sign-on bonus. Paid college tuition. Apply online at careers.wm.com.
These are just a few of our advertisers now hiring. Check out the full list at 975thefanatic.com/nowhiring. We love working with these companies, and we're sure you will too.
High-efficiency equipment for lower bills, special financing, and rebates on qualifying systems.
What?
Oh, I'm trying to memorize something I heard on the radio. Peace of mind warranties.
Why?
Because our AC is on its last leg, and I need to convince you to call a Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning contractor.
No, you don't. I heard the same ad, and you forgot cleaner, healthier air.
Pierce Phelps Bryant will do whatever it takes to keep you comfortable. To find a local Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning dealer near you, visit nopaybryant.com.
Brian.
Whatever it takes.
The Machine is coming. Bert Kreischer, the Birdie Boy Relapse Tour. 2 shows, Saturday and Sunday, September 3rd and 4th.
This is how bad of a parent I am. I went to a parent-teacher conference. I make a cup of coffee, I grab 2 Diet Cokes, go to the parent-teacher conference, crack my Diet Coke, take a sip, and realize I have a Coors Light.
There's more at BertBertBert.com.
I pushed back into it and I killed that Coors Light.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Bert Kreischer live. Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Atlantic City.
Not long ago, I wouldn't even leave my house.
Addiction had such a hold on me.
I was a stranger in my own life.
My sister told me about 844-REACH-NJ.
I learned about medication that could support recovery.
And it's working for me.
With medication supporting my recovery, I'm moving forward.
844-REACH-NJ was my first step back into life.
And it feels amazing.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Call 844-REACH-NJ to learn about medication that can support your recovery. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services. Hi, I'm Gina.
And I'm Todd.
And this is our TimberTech story.
We have a 200-year-old home.
When we did the wood deck, we thought this is not what we wanted at all.
I want an easier life of maintenance-free.
And then when we decided to transform it, it was a complete transformation.
We chose TimberTech because of the maintenance-free aspect of the product and the real look of wood.
It's a forever home and a forever deck.
Order your free samples at timbertech.com.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of ice from LG's exclusive slow-melting craft ice for better-tasting drinks, making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Get up to 25% off plus $750 instant savings on select LG appliances. Valid June 22nd through July 13th, U.S. only. Gas range extra. See store for details.
At Wendy's, we make breakfast better. Like with our Breakfast Baconator. Better from top to bottom bun. Savory sausage patty? Better. Crispy oven baked bacon? Better. Fresh cracked egg? better. The Breakfast Baconator might just be the greatest breakfast sandwich of all time. So you can keep settling for not better, or you can get a better breakfast from Wendy's. Tough choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Better Breakfast.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Did you know that shapes have sounds? This is the sound of a square, because it's Wendy's fresh, never frozen beef served up on those hot and juicy hamburgers. And this is the sound of a circle. Not the Arctic Circle, but a circle of frozen beef that's flash frozen somewhere else. And this is the sound of a triangle. Anyway, when you want hot and juicy hamburgers, go for the square at Wendy's. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's hot and juicy hamburgers.
Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
What's your prediction for the fight? Prediction? Yes, prediction.
Pain. Prediction. Pain.
All right, I have a suggestion.
What you got?
Get this third
1 o'clock, by the way.
Get this third Pringle out of the way.
All right.
So, Dylan, if you may, please come in here. Because this one will be your least favorite.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You know that for a fact?
Yeah, and it's because I also tried it and didn't like it. And Miss Rhonda
didn't like it either?
Miss Rhonda just tried it and had this face of disgust on it.
Really?
Yeah, she had this. She was grossed out immediately. So this is Pringle number 3.
No, it's a clear Pringle. It is just nothing.
Yeah, I feel like I need to taste it again to see if there's any taste. Because I ate all 5 in a row, and maybe I kind of got the tastes mixed up a little bit.
This thing doesn't look shady, this Pringle.
It's not bad, but, not its best. I don't think you'll get this one. And the answer is not plain, because it does taste kind of plain, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of drab.
Yeah. And I picked this one for a reason.
Really?
Because it was a big topic of conversation recently.
I got to get one more. So you talk while I taste it.
I will talk, yeah. Because we really discussed this. I don't want to give it away. But it was when we had the food conversation the other day. It was brought up a lot, and you were disgusted just by the thought of it. And so I figured I'd get it as a Pringle flavor to see if you'd recognize it and or like it. It doesn't taste bad because there's no taste to it.
I'll be honest with you. I don't really taste anything other than there's it almost had a sour cream and onion ish.
I guess you're in the ballpark.
It had that kind of I would have guessed sour cream and onion, but because it has that sour cream and onion kind of taste.
Well, I think the sour cream kind of puts you in the right ballpark.
It's kind of tasteless, to be honest with you.
It is kind of tasteless.
It's not horrible. It just tastes like
it
salty
tastes plain.
Of nothing.
But ranch flavored.
Oh, all right.
You kind of get the hint of it.
Well, that's kind of sour cream, no?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said you're in the ballpark.
Isn't that a sour cream? Yeah.
Yep, you're in the ballpark.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of just a plain. It tastes more plain than ranch. See, now that you know it's ranch, you're starting to make the face, right? You do now that you know it's ranch.
Yeah, I don't like ranch.
You're like Christy.
What?
Christy, when she was young, she's always hated certain foods, right?
Right.
And one of her best friends, her mom, tremendous cook, and she made some sort of pork dish and told Christy it was chicken. And she loved it. Loved it. Had it 3 different times when she made dinner for her. And then she found out it was pork and didn't like it anymore.
Really?
Not grossed out, all of a sudden didn't like it anymore because she found out what it actually was. That's you. You actually didn't mind that taste until you found out it was ranch, and now you're making the faces.
No, I'll be honest with you. It wasn't any good. I mean, it really wasn't. I told you I was honest. It didn't taste like anything.
All right, well, I'll give you a quarter of a point.
I told you this. The sour cream and onion is like the ranch, no?
All right, you get a quarter of a point. So right now your score is 1.75 out of the 3 chips because I gave you half for the first one.
All right. Well, let me get to the phone lines, all right? And then you could do your... Again, that was a nothingness of a chip. I'm going to get to Tommy up here. Tommy, what's happening, buddy?
Hey, Cuz, what's going on, man?
What's up, brother?
Hey, long-time listener, first-time caller, Cuz. I love
Are you serious? Oh, thank you, brother.
You always bring the vibes, Cuz, you know?
You going to come with me to Fan Fest if I put you on hold afterwards?
If you put me on hold, Cuz, I'll be there.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, Cuz, tell me about, I just watched Hustle last week. Tell me about that movie, man. You were great in it.
Yeah, that was just a couple. It was awesome. I will say this, right? They actually got it right. Like the Adam Sandler's a tremendous dude. The director is from Philadelphia, Jeremiah Zagar. He knows Philly. They did a really good job. It was cool. Like all those cameos. And Hernan Gomez was unbelievable. Juancho, one of the greatest. I saw him at the premiere, and he's like, Anthony. I was like, my man, what's going on, man? Like, just like great people. It was a lot of fun. It really was.
So he's actually in the NBA. Did you know that?
Yes.
I did not know that until I looked him up.
Yeah. He did a great job as an actor. How about Anthony Edwards? Did a great job as an actor, didn't he?
Oh, he was great. A good villain.
Yeah.
He thought he did a great job.
Yeah.
The whole movie was good.
Thanks, brother. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, of course. Hey, Cuz, let me ask you, what do you think with this Phillies team no longer with Girardi? Do you think they're a playoff team?
Yeah, I do.
So you're in on them?
Yep. I think they need a couple things. We talk about center fielder, and we talk about some pitching help. Like, I do think they need another starter. It was good to see Ranger pitch well last night. But again, that lineup it's a AAA lineup without its 3 best hitters. So you got to take that with a grain of salt. I still think you get a number two starter, pushes Nola down, and I think you're there. I think you could easily. You got to make up 4 and change from the Giants. I think they're going to be in the mix.
I mean, I would love to have playoff baseball back in this town.
I'm with you. Listen, with 3 wild cards, I'm not telling you you're going to win a division, but with 3 wild cards, they should be one of them.
You got.
I mean, they bang the ball around. Tom, like. That's the one thing that they're going to hit, and they're going to be a problem.
Yeah, hey, Cuz, quick story for you if I can.
Sure.
So the day after, Joe Girardi gets fired on a Friday night, and the day after, I ref basketball. I go in to the gym. I'm refing. I say to my partner at halftime, I say, that guy looks like Joe Girardi. He goes, it is. Yeah, he goes, matter of fact, I just went up to him and said, looks like you got some time on your hands. You'll be in the gym a lot more. So Girardi's daughter's playing AAU basketball in the area.
Really?
Yeah. So the day after, he was there watching.
Wow. You know what? I got to give him credit because that's tough, right? But he shows up for his daughter. That's a good man.
Everybody knows it's him. I shook his hand at one point. I mean, look, it was time for him to go.
Right. You show respect.
2 years,
No, I'm with you, Tommy. That's a great story, dude. I can't believe that. Guess what? I give him a lot of respect. Hard to show up like after you get fired like that, too. Hey, Tommy, hold on. I want you to get your tickets, buddy. You got to respect that, Eunice.
Yeah, I listen. I respect him for doing the radio hit the day he got fired.
Yeah.
And then admitting that in the last 10 games, he thought they could have went 7-3, and they went 3-7. And he said, that's probably on me. Not probably, it is, but he admits it.
I was listening to Robbie Thompson last night. And he is, you could see why people dig him.
He's just a baseball guy, man.
Yeah.
I love how that's like.
Like Schwarber was talking about breakfast burritos.
Yes.
Which you love.
I love a breakfast burrito, dude.
He loves the breakfast burrito. He was saying, he goes, Yeah, I'm in San Diego.
I'm sure
the best breakfast foods ever. They have the burrito tacos that are ridiculous, right? They have the fish tacos.
Oh, yeah. I'm pro fish taco.
Yeah. Strong item.
Wild card. I mean, they're just 2.5 out of the final wild card spot right now.
I thought there were 4. 2.5. That's
so
good.
2.5 out. So right now, San Diego's got the top spot. So they're 4 games up of the first team out. So the Phils are 6.5 behind the Padres. But if you take 3 of 4 in the series, okay, still striking distance. Braves the second team, and then it's the Brewers and the Cardinals tied because they're currently tied in the Central. So they have the final wild card spot, one of the 2 teams, and then the Giants are actually the first team out by half a game. They're scuffling. They've lost 2 straight.
Yeah, what makes them dangerous is they have a lefty and a righty lineup. Like they're a pretty dangerous team, though.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jock Peterson a lot.
I mean, you got Yastrzemski. You can go left. Crawford.
Yeah, well,
right?
The juice is out of Crawford's system.
Yeah, I could tell.
Remember I was saying that all last year?
Yeah, all those home runs, ridiculous.
Like, dude, my man hit close to 30 bombs last year and hasn't done that since 8 years ago.
He's got 2 home runs this year.
Yeah, I'm just saying, he found a little something.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was coconut oil.
I hear you. Damon, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Dame! What's up, Dame?
What's up, brother? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you, Dame.
Thank you, my man. Just for the record, I love hers, but I do like Pringles, cuz.
You like the Pringles?
Always like
That might be the only thing you and I have ever disagreed on.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, I'm it's funny, you and I, this is crazy, right? So you call your son Dad?
Yes.
I call my son Pop.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, it's just bizarre, like the things we have in common. It's crazy.
Same thing. Your pop is my dad. It's the same thing. Daddy, come here. Yeah.
I call him Paul Pop, yeah. But I always like the taste of the Pringle. I knew it wasn't a real chip, quote unquote, but I just liked it. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of, Tunis, enjoy your vacation. Just want to say, I too, because this is one thing we did, I too plan certain things on my vacation. If I know I'm staying home, like to get work done in the house.
Yes.
Like the back, the yard. It has to, because we're so, and Tunis is going to experience that even more because he's a father and a husband. So it gets crazy, dude.
But he's out of hand.
All right, just yesterday.
Damn, he's out of hand.
Just yesterday, I wanted to stop at the Lowe's on my way home, and Chrissy was like, "Can you come home real quick first, and then go, get settled, and then go back later?" Do you think I got out of the house yesterday?
Of course you did.
No.
I know the deal, brother.
But it is planned that on my way home today, I am stopping at the Lowe's, and I'm taking care of what needs to be done. Damn it!
And get you a cold one for me and the cuz. That's on me.
Of course.
But he's like, he knows what he's doing Tuesday.
Yes. Come on, man.
Like, that's weird. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's my first day back from the shore, so I got some stuff that I need to take care of at the house.
That's weird. That's weird, Dave.
It's all good. So listen. So first of all, I'm listening to all these people. Oh, the process. Because those people that say the process is done were never into it. I love John Kincaid, but they were never into it, right? So when I look at this team and the move they made last night, does Melton cause a spill of Milton?
Yeah. I like that. Us who get our names wrong all the time, too. That's going to be a thing.
Yeah. So here's the thing. In the great interview with Keith Pompey, Keith is the best, man. I'm looking at it like this. Like, my buddy and I had this crazy debate last night. He tells me, he goes, Harden's garbage. I go, really? I go, well, first of all, you're a LeBron fan. Did LeBron make the playoffs? No. I said, well, he's garbage. Now, I'm being facetious. I'm being sarcastic. I would be a fool to call LeBron James garbage. Not even close. He's a great player. But my point to him was, because Harden had a few bad games, all of a sudden, it's like saying Denzel can't act or Sean Penn can't act.
Right.
He still has game, okay? It just has to change. And I'm going to share this with everybody. When LeBron went to Miami, if people forget, those first 30 games, they were barely over 500. It takes time, people. And as much as I wanted to hope that we could have made the finals with him when he arrived, I was like, it may take a little bit of time. But here's the deal. You get the all-season right, cuz he's going to get it right. I have to believe that. He's going to get it right. He knows what he has. I was against this, but I'm kind of wondering if they may have to have a meeting about it. To have Maxey come off the bench, to your point, because we may need that spark, and then that allows him to just flow. That allows him to fly, depending on what they do with the other moves. Now, my question to you is P.J. Tucker, am I wrong, an older Mike Scott?
He's better than Mike Scott.
Okay.
He can hit the corner three. He's tougher. He's a better athlete. He had a way better career. Okay. And I just think he's all around, even at 38, a better Scott.
All right. Well, we'll see, man. How you feeling? You feeling good? So, I mean, I heard you. Are you okay? Like, you looking, you trying to see the light a little bit, maybe?
Oh, with the Sixers?
Yeah.
Yes. And Dame, I love you. Have a great weekend, babe. I do. I do feel better. I'm like telling you that it's a lock. They're going to win it. You got to see Harden. Everything's going to come down to what Harden is. But I like the Melton move. I just think that was a good piece. Listen. Do I want Beal for Tobias? Yeah, but it's not going to happen. Do I want KD? Yeah, but that's not going to happen.
You never know.
But I like the Melt move a lot. I just think that was a good move. Kyle, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Kyle.
Chunis, how you guys doing today?
What's going on, Kai?
Not much. I haven't been able to talk to you since the morning show because of my work schedule, and I'm off a little early.
Oh, my God. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, so I'm calling, saying what's up. Hustle was phenomenal. I'm glad you had a chance to be a part of it, that they, involved the city while filming in the city. I love that part.
That's cool.
I had a couple things I wanted to address to you.
Yeah.
I went to high school with Mike Koplov.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I was a freshman when he was a senior. So
really,
I watched that whole year of him versus Ben Davis.
Oh my God, that's awesome!
Yeah. He remembers me. I see him walking downtown sometimes, and he remembers me. So that's kind of cool.
Oh my God, that's all. I'm going to talk to him later today, Mike.
All right.
I got to tell him that you were asking for him.
Yeah.
Mike's great people. Mike works for the Phillies now.
Yeah. And I know his brother pitched for Penn Charter.
Yes, Kenny is fantastic. It all goes back to their dad. I don't know. You ever meet Steve?
I have not met their dad. I just met them two.
He's one of the legends around, like old school. He was coaching baseball in South Philly in the early '80s, and a great, just the old school kind of guy, but a great guy, great family.
So happy belated Father's Day to you too. Also, Chunis, I know it's your first. Man, welcome to the club, brother.
Thank you, man. It was a blast. Thank you so much.
So Father's Day. It was about 1991 or 92. My dad was an usher at the Vet. So, I'm at a Phillies game, and, Dutch took a liking to me because I was there early, hampering for autographs, just talking to the players. So Dutch, I had a bad time one year. My parents broke up, and, I'm with my dad, and I'm not having a particularly good day. And he's talking to me. He's like, hey, man, listen. You have your family that you choose. You have your family that you're born in. You got to make the best of both. And he gave me good advice, So when he passed, it was like, it hit me kind of hard.
Sure.
But then, so he had Morandini and Wes Chamberlain give me a bunch of stuff.
Oh my God! Get out of here.
So I have a broken bat from Mickey Morandini sitting in my closet at my mom's house, and a wristband and a helmet from Wes Chamberlain.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And I got autographs from the whole 93 team except for Dykstra.
Yeah, the hell with him.
Yeah. But
that's fantastic.
Dutch was my guy.
Who was your guy?
Dutch.
Dutch was the man. Wow.
Yeah, he was.
That's cool, man. That's really, it's funny how in life, and this is a truism, Kyle, where whatever's going on, we can find solace and a little peace in sports, right?
Right.
At the ball game, you find a little peace, little solace with sports, man.
And that's exactly what my point was for displaying that, because this city and its sports and its relationships, is second to none.
That's right.
It's second to none.
You're 100%. Listen, I'm so happy you called today, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Did you get your Fan Fest tickets?
I did not.
All right, well, hold on, all right? We want to get you to them.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Good stuff, Kyle. We still got one more segment to hang. The General T.Y. Johnson in the house. He's coming up next. Cuz Radio with the Judas. 610-632-0975. 2 open lines. You want to grab them? 97.5 The Fanatic.
And this is Andrew Salchunas. This baseball season, turn Ks into cash and big hits into big wins with FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge. Now new customers can step up to the plate and make a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code Fanatic. Place your first bet, and FanDuel will give you $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. FanDuel, they have so many great promotions, and I love when I win because I get paid faster than a fastball. New to FanDuel, there's no better place to bet America's pastime than on America's #1 sportsbook. And take a look at the Fightins again out in San Diego tonight. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up using promo code Fanatic to get started with your no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. Must be 21 plus and present in PA. First online real money wager only. Refund issues, non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Yeah, another win for the Fightins. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Spring Garden Lending. Real estate developers, Spring Garden Lending specializes in bridge and permanent loans to acquire, rehab, construct, and refinance investment properties. Spring Garden Lending, faster than a bank, less expensive than hard money lenders. Phillies win yesterday in San Diego 6-2. Joe Musgrove had yet to be handed a loss this season, but the Phillies did that yesterday. 2-run bomb by Kyle Schwarber, his 20th of the season, and JT Realmuto, who of course has been struggling. He went yard, a 3-run shot, so the Phillies get the win. They look to win again tonight. That win actually yesterday snapped a 3-game losing streak. Martin Law, by the way, Philly's original law firm for injured workers. You can schedule a free consultation today at PAWorkInjury.com. Sixers made a draft day trade yesterday, landing DeAnthony Melton from Memphis. They sent picks number 23 and Danny Green. This update is also brought to you by Bally's Atlantic City. Kevin Bacon and the Bacon Brothers are going to be at Bally's AC June 26th for the Sound Mind Network Music Festival. All proceeds go to the Sound Mind Network Foundation. Tickets at Bally'sAC.com. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. Fanatic Fridays are presented by PumpManPhilly.com. Need a water pump expert for your facility? For 24/7 emergency repair or pump replacement, count on Pump Man Philly, the guys to know to fix your flow.
When it comes to cybersecurity, the biggest threats don't always strike the biggest targets. Almost half of all cyber attacks target small businesses. So help protect yours with Comcast Business Security Edge. It's advanced security that continuously scans for threats and helps protect every connected device. On the largest, fastest, reliable network with speeds up to 10 gigs to the most small businesses. So switch today and get cutting-edge speed with advanced security and be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
There's never been a better time to get gig speed internet and advanced security from Comcast Business. And now, for a limited time only, get 3 months on us. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today to learn more. And 7/21/2022. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 1 gigabit internet, security edge, 1 voice line and Connection Pro customers only. 3-year contract required. 3 months on us after prepaid card redemption.
Concerts, festivals, family gatherings.
There's an Everfresh juice for that.
Shooting hoops, sitting on the stoop.
There's an Everfresh juice for that.
Picnics, pool parties.
There's an Everfresh juice for that.
Days on the beach, nights on the town.
There's an Everfresh juice for that.
Crack of the bat, peanuts and hot dogs.
There's an Everfresh juice for that too.
There's an Everfresh juice for every occasion. Everfresh has over 40 flavors to choose from, including our premier apple juice line with your favorite apple to eat. Now available in a bottle to drink. Just twist the cap. Everfresh juices and juice drinks. Nature's refreshment.
Look for delicious 100% juice Honeycrisp apple or any Everfresh juice or juice drink flavor at McCaffrey Supermarket on Skippack Pike and Bluebell.
While the world of fighting games is getting back on their feet in esports, they've been missing one thing, their king. All of that changed this week as Capcom showed off the first gameplay of Street Fighter VI. The previous title had a rough launch, and even after it stabilized, the game never reached its full potential in esports. This title appears to be fixing that, as the open-world design and touched-up gameplay has players eager to see Street Fighter back on the throne in 2023.
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. Call 800-631-9123. 800-631-9123. That's 800-631-9123.
It's one thing to build a truck. It's another to build a legacy. The Ford F-150. The only truck with an available class-exclusive Pro Power onboard generator. The only one with an available work surface in the front and the back. And the only one that is part of the F-Series lineup that has been the best-selling pickups for 45 straight years. Now, you can get special incentives when you build to order a new F-150. Inventory is arriving daily, so hurry in for best selection. Get to your local Ford store today.
You know, a flooded basement is a homeowner's nightmare. Even minor leaks or moisture from the walls, the floor, or cove joints can cause major damage, leading to cracks, mold, and weakening of the structure of your home. When water strikes, you need to act fast. TriTech Waterproofing Solutions, the leader in basement waterproofing. They offer free consultations and foundation assessments. So call now, mention Kincaid, get 15% off. Fanatic listeners get 15% off when you mention my name, John Kincaid. Visit TriTechCorp.com. TriTech Waterproofing Solutions. Protect your investment. Hey, Dad. Cool if I change this?
They may not get each other's music, but they can both get a COVID-19 booster shot. Because the CDC recommends booster shots for people 12 years and older after completion of a primary series. Schedule an appointment as soon as you are eligible. Sponsored by BioNTech and Pfizer.
At Wendy's, we make breakfast better. Like with our Breakfast Baconator. Better from top to bottom bun. Savory sausage patty? Better. Crispy oven-baked bacon? Better. Fresh cracked egg? Better. The Breakfast Baconator might just be the greatest breakfast sandwich of all time. So you can keep settling for not better, or you can get a better breakfast from Wendy's. Tough choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Better Breakfast.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Don't spend another summer sweating in your undies. Call your independent Delaware Valley trained comfort specialist now for rebates and special financing offers on a new high-efficiency air conditioning system with whole house air filter and healthier air throughout your home. You'll save yourself some money and embarrassment, too. To get started, visit Train.com to find a Delaware Valley independent trained comfort specialist near you. It's hard to stop a train. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for details.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey. Didn't get the chance to hear your favorite Fanatic host today? Go to 975thefanatic.com right now and download the Best of Show Daily Podcast. Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Use promo code FANATIC when using the DraftKings app.
Across the Delaware Valley. Man, I hate sometimes I just can't stand rules and people who make rules, especially when they don't belong making the rules. Let's go to the phones. Oh, there's Clayton. Oh, my God, he's in San Diego. In fact, there's an incredible Philly sports trips, and they got to see the Fightins win a big game last night. Clayton.
What's up, cuz?
Where is it, Clayton? Tell me, how's San Diego?
And it's beautiful. It's 72 and sunny all day, every day. It's amazing out here.
I miss it. Oh, man, I love San Diego. It's a great city, man. What was that game like last night?
It was electric, and there was a good showing of Philly fans, man.
Was there a lot? There was a lot of them.
Our group, and yeah, we got like 30-something Philly fans with us, and we were all in there. It was getting loud. Everybody was cheering. I mean, the San Diego fans, they're nice people too, So everybody was getting along. We were having a great time. It's a beautiful stadium. It was awesome.
Yeah, the whole thing of first of all, Philly Sports Trips does such a great job. Vince, he's fantastic. They know how to do a good time. And then when you get to go in enemy territory and see a game, I just love that, man. I do. I love it.
That's what it is, definitely. Being in enemy territory is awesome. It's great walking down the streets. Everybody's looking at us. We all got our Phillies gear on, rolling into our house.
Exactly. That's right. We're here. Philadelphia's in the house.
That's it. We're here. We're representing. We're showing up. It's awesome.
So
we're out with Vince. Vince is an awesome guy. We were having a great time. I mean, it's been nothing but just drinking and partying and having fun out here. We're hanging by the pool, relaxing. It's awesome.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I freaking love it, man. How was what was when it was great to see JT get off the snide a little bit and hit the home run.
Yeah. Even the San Diego fans are saying that. They're like, oh, well, look, somebody woke up. Huh? I'm like, oh, yeah, don't count us out. We brought the bats. They're here to swing.
And Musgrove's no joke.
No. That's what, everybody was saying that last night. They're like, oh, we got our best pitcher out there. We're going to get you. And we took him for 6, so.
Let me ask you a question. Today, will you have any time? You get to go to the beach at all today?
No, we're actually tomorrow. We got a full free day tomorrow to do whatever we want. We're not going to the game or anything. So tomorrow we're going to go hit the beach up and go travel around the city a little more.
All right, my suggestion to you is, where are you guys at?
We're in the Gaslamp District.
I know it well. It's a good time.
Everything's right here, right around us. So everywhere you look, there's another bar or a restaurant.
Yeah, it's a good spot. Go to Mission Beach, all right? Mission Beach.
Yeah, we've heard a couple people say that. That's where you got
Yeah, that's a great time, man. Mission Beach, cool beach.
Nice. Well, actually, I won this trip on the Kincaid show.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
good for you, man.
Yeah, so I called my buddy James. I'm like, let's go to San Diego. So he's out here with us. But as the winner of a trip, Vince told me, now I get to give a trip. So we're going to give you a trip to an Eagles game, but you got to pick right now, is it Indianapolis or Chicago? Vince is going to pay for you to go to one of them with us.
I got to get with my man DeChunis before we do that, all right? We'll do it, I promise. Tell Vinny, we'll get it done. Don't worry about it, I promise.
He said he's going to do it, but he can't make the call right now. He's got to talk to DeChunis first.
We got to figure this thing out, all right? But we will. We will go. And we will take a bunch of our fans with us.
Yeah, he said he's paying for you to go. I get to give you the trip. So
I like it.
Passing it on.
I like it. You're me and Tunis.
Got to pick one. We're doing Indy or Chicago. So.
All right. I like it.
Coming too.
All right. That's great. That's like a plan. Listen, enjoy yourself, my brother. I love it.
We will.
Get nuts. Represent us.
That's it. We're out here representing. I got my Chute jersey on. We're walking the streets. It's beautiful.
Nice. I love it. Go Fightins, buddy.
That's it. Go Phils.
All right, give Vince a hug. See you, buddy. That's awesome, man. What a great time.
Yeah, Vince does a great job, man. Now,
amazing.
No matter where we go, it's going to be a great trip. That's the thing.
What do you think, Indianapolis or Chicago?
Dude, I still lean Chicago, I'll be honest. But it's December 18th. I know that.
Dude, it's right before Christmas. That's a tough trip.
Yeah, I know it is.
It's it's hard. I'll be honest with you. I don't know, man. Getting away before Christmas is tough.
I know. You're gonna have to get the okay from a couple of people.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. I mean, I love the idea, and I love Chicago.
Yeah.
And were you in Chicago?
I've been there a couple times.
Yeah, that's right. You were in a couple times. Yeah, it's a great city. Indianapolis would be fun, though.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be. And there's the trip to Notre Dame too, which is really cool.
So, and I know you were there, you said, but I don't know. We're going to talk about it.
Okay, we'll discuss.
Howie, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Howie.
Hey, boys. How you doing? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Hal.
Yeah, I got a theory I want to run by you. It's just maybe it's a different thought about the Sixers and the roster in next season. I really think that Embiid, Maxey, and Harden alone, they're going to get you in a 4 seat. They're good enough with a bag of balls to get you. Our problem is Tobias and Seibel are not playoff. They just come up small. It seems like in the playoffs, especially.
Yeah,
with
but
Seibel.
Tobias had a great playoff, I thought.
Well, if you look at what we're paying him for, now this is where I'm getting at.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't. The money's irrelevant.
Right, but if you can trade, and this is what I think. This is what I look at the playoff roster, and this is what PJ Tucker, what I think they were looking at. If you're able to replace Tobias and Seibel with 4 players, 2 veterans and 2 guys, young shooters coming off injuries, easy contracts, $10 million contracts.
You can't do that.
Players.
You're already over the cap. So you don't understand how the cap works is that you have max slots. They're already over the cap, so you can't turn Tobias into like 3 players. You can't do it.
Oh, I thought you could.
No, you can't.
That's the thing. I just.
And by the way, I mean, I disagree. You got to talk about who the player is. Now, listen, is he overpaid without a doubt? But if you watch last year, he actually played well in the playoffs. He's one of the few guys who played well in the playoffs for you.
Every time it seemed like there was a big moment, what's the best shot Tobias Harris ever hit?
I don't know. Listen. Like, I would agree with you if you tell me that he's not worth a max contract. Yes, I agree. But he's a legitimate scorer, a legitimate rebounder,
a regular season player.
I don't even think that's it. I think he's hit. Listen, the numbers
he put up before we got him. We were told
he was on a bad team, dude. I mean, how?
He was a 42. He was a 40-something% 3-point spot up shooter. That plummeted right away.
Hal, you're looking at it wrong, bro. I love you. You're looking at it wrong. You're looking at it wrong. You are. Listen, I don't disagree.
I just can't see him being a.
He's not. First of all, he's really your 4th option because Maxey's your 3rd option.
Right. No, I agree.
I mean, he's not the problem, and you can't lump him with Seibel. He's only a problem in that he's making a max deal, and you wish you had a better guy. But honestly, I don't think he hurts you.
1 for 1, he has to be 1 for 1.
Yes. Well, somebody making that commensurate of that kind of money. That's the issue, Al. You got to be making that kind of money. So that's the real issue. I don't think he hurts you, though. You made him sound like to be a net negative. I don't think he's a net negative. Not when. Go ahead.
By the way, I need to look up the numbers, but he got once. But his best year here, 3-point shooting, was with Ben Simmons, the final year. And then when James Harden got here, he had to rework his shot, rework his game, and he started hitting threes at a ridiculous clip. I mean, we saw it in the playoffs, and we saw it toward the end of the regular season. I'm not here defending Tobias Harris as if he's the best player in the world, but he's not a net negative.
Yeah.
And we saw him against the Raptors.
Yeah.
When there was the game plan where he could take it to the rim, he would do that. And
he rebounds for you. Listen, he was not a problem for you last year.
No. Do I think you can improve from Tobias Harris? Yeah, but I can't sit here going, oh, my God, you're going to go into the season with Tobias? You're done.
Yeah, I think he's a fine role player. I have no problem with Tobias.
It's the contract.
And listen, we all agree. Yeah, man, would you rather have Beal making that money than Tobias? Yeah, I'd rather have a guy that can legitimately score 25 a night than Tobias, who's going to be sometimes around 17, 18, 19, 20. Yes. So yeah, from that standpoint, I agree. But he's a good teammate. Good. He's not Jimmy Butler, but he's a good ball player, and that's kind of where he is. Matisse, though, I don't get lumping him in. Why is Dylan lurking?
I don't know. We got 2 Pringle flavors left.
All right.
Why he's
come
not.
on, what are you doing? What are you lurking for? You can come in. You're lurking.
This is number 4. You currently have a score of...
Dylan, you know your family.
You have a score of 1.75. Because you.
How about this? How about you give me 5 on the nose, 3 points for a good guess. What was it? I got the.
So the barbecue, you had that was your second guess, but it's because I also led you in the wrong direction, telling you that we got all funky flavors.
Okay.
So I gave you half the point because it was on your second guess. So
all right. So that's it.
Am I giving you a 2 or a 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
5, 3, 1.
The scoring system matter?
Yeah, it does. I got to do
it's
a series.
3. All right.
Yeah.
Scorching cheddar, you got a 5 on. The ranch, you got the sour cream.
Right.
So is that
it's in the family?
That's a 2-piece. I won't go 1 on you.
You can give me 1. That's fine. Now this is another one where it looks like a red dusting.
There's a dusting, yes.
The red dusting is interesting. Oh, this is definitely. I smell it smells like pizza.
Score, you win.
Is it pizza?
Yeah, you don't have to take a bite. That's the best one. I'm telling you, it's good.
I smell pizza. It smells like frozen pizza.
It's good, right? It's not, Angelo's on 9th Street, but it's your little aunt's Del Giorno or DiGiorno.
Yes.
It's not bad though.
It's definitely pizza.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't hate
know
it,
what
right?
It tastes like? I'll give you this. All right. It's not horrible at all. You're right.
Right.
It's probably the best one. You know what it tastes like? You ever have the Tocino pizza roll?
All the time. Hold on, let me try one.
There's a similar taste with the Tocino. Right? Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
There must be a recipe where they can recreate a taste like the Tocino pizza roll. Wow.
Yeah, not bad, this one, right?
It's not bad. It's the best of a lot. The other ones kind of suck, although the scorcher one was all right because of the heat. But the pizza one's actually like a legitimate.
A little paprika extract in here, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Gabe Kapler could eat these. Coconut oil.
Okay.
That's good.
What gives it the pizza flavor?
There's garlic powder.
Okay.
That adds to it. The paprika probably. Salt, tomato powder, cheddar cheese.
Tomato powder is what.
Yeah, and the cheddar cheese, yeah.
Interesting.
Contains milk and wheat ingredients. That's good, man. Dried potatoes, number 1.
You love your Pringles.
They're not bad.
You Pringle bastard.
They're not bad. You got 1 left.
All right. So I got that off the smell. That's a 5-bagger,
Yeah, that's
no?
a 5-bag. I'll even give you +1 first. I'll give you bonus point.
All right. Let's go to T. Will. My man, T. Will.
My man, Cuzzo. What's up, man?
What's happening, T. Will?
Hey, brother, listen. That last call actually changed my thought about, Tobias Harris because I was going to talk to you about something else, but people don't realize the Sixers are $50 million over cap.
Right.
And you only freed up with Danny Green like $1.5 million. So, you can't, as much as he wants to make that move, you can't make that move because it has to be another max slot player. Beal is a guy that, was early talk, early push saying Beal was going to come to Philly. That was the talk. That was the trade move. That kind of tapered off right now. I remember asking you, how bad do you want Beal? And if you get Beal along with Harden, and now you're talking about P.J. Tucker and Eric Gordon, and Andrew said this the other day, Harden makes the team feel old. Beal makes it feel old with Harden. I need more younger guys. So where is Morey going to make the move to make this team young and athletic?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. I don't know where you're going to get that. Like you already got Melton. Like DeAnthony Melton makes you young. He's 24 years old. Yeah. He's an athlete. He can guard 1 through 3. Right? Like I think it's good. I think you also need veterans to fill your roster out to win.
Yeah, but you're still stuck with Shake and Korkmaz.
Well, they stink. Shake and Korkmaz stink.
They stink, but they're on the roster, and Doc is going to play them, and that's my whole point. We have to get better athletes on this team, and somehow get out from underneath of the Shake and the Korkmazes.
Well, Korkmaz, you paying him nothing. He can go.
Well, where's he going to go? He's still living.
I don't know. Listen, you're talking about guys that make nothing. Him, Shake, and
but they're still here. That's the problem.
Well, we'll see. I mean, those guys stink, right? So I'm with you that you need to upgrade the bench. I don't think it's about old young right now, and I don't think you're getting Beal. So, I think it's going to be this team, and you're going to tweak it, right?
Yeah. I agree.
That's what it looks like.
You can't really run it back though. You got to do another tweak, and I do believe Morey has something up his sleeve. So at the end,
what possibly could it be? Because the only way you can land a big fish is if you're going to move Maxey, which none of us want to do. I don't.
No, I don't want to.
Unless it's Kevin Durant, obviously, right?
Would you move him for Kawhi?
Yeah, I mean, Kawhi Leonard not coming here. He's going to leave Southern California. The Clippers are going to be good.
The Clippers aren't going to be good. They're going to be another disaster. That hasn't worked since he's been out there.
Well, he's been hurt, right? And Paul George got hurt, and then I got to believe that if you look at you're an oddsman. When you look at the NBA odds, the Clippers are one of the top teams.
Nah, 7-1, maybe 8-1.
Yeah, the Sixers are 19-1.
The West is stacked. So I even think
not stacked. I don't know about stacked. Who's stacked?
The West is athletic now. You can look at the Pelicans are better, right? The Pelicans are better.
No, when you say stacked, you act like it's the AFC. They're not the Western Conference is not the AFC.
I don't know, cuz.
No. I mean, come on. Get out. First of all, I can argue that the Eastern Conference is better with Boston, Milwaukee, Miami. I mean, come on. I think it's pretty even. Who's a great team? Out West?
Team?
Yeah.
Out West, the team that just won the championship.
That's a great team? I don't think it's a great team.
Well, no one wants to think they're a great team, but they are the champs.
Okay, I'm not saying. Well, again, I don't. But
8 years. So
but that's not the same. They're not the same team as they were. Come on.
Is Phoenix a great team?
No, they're a good. I'm saying they're a very good team. I don't think they're a great team. I don't think anybody's a great team. Let alone you. I look at if you go football comparison, the Bills are a great team.
But they haven't won anything.
But they're a great team. Look at their roster. It's a great team.
Oh, so that's the same comp to the Phoenix. Look at their roster.
I disagree. Way disagree on that. AFC's way better than the Western Conference. Not even close. AFC's at 10, and the Western Conference is at 6.5. I love you, T-Will. Yeah.
Talk to you, man. Have a good weekend.
You too, buddy. Where do you line in that debate? AFC versus the NBA Western Conference.
AFC stronger.
Way stronger.
Yeah, I mean, you have 6 franchise quarterbacks.
That's my point.
Out of the top
I mean, I look at the Western Conference, I go,
Western Conference is good, but...
Right, Golden State's a good team. I'm not saying but they're not an epic team. They're not as good as they once were.
Correct.
Phoenix, holes.
They fall apart every year. Denver's just Jokic.
Dallas is good, but that's, just Luka. How's that some great conference? I can argue that the Eastern Conference is as good.
Yeah, I think you can make that case.
You got the other
chip? He's going to, Dylan, the D-Train's rolling in right now.
No, this is the other Pringle?
Chugging along, yeah. This is the last one. So your score...
Wow, it's a different kind of chip here.
Since we changed the... this is a wavy. Since we changed the scoring system... For some reason.
Wow, there's spikes in this thing.
You have a 9-15 because I gave you the +1 for the pizza. So you got 15 out of a potential 20 right now.
There's pepper here. This is another pepper and cheese, I think, just by smelling it. Let me see. Talk.
Oh, I was about to take a bite. I don't mind doing a crunch on the air. Not bad, man.
It's got heat, so it's got to be a, what do you call it, a scorching something? So I'll go...
Yeah, it's just scorching, yeah. Scorching wavy, because it's the wavy chip.
I chased a Mexican spice. Could that be possible?
Could be. Could be a couple of ingredients.
I'll say it's a... scorching taco.
Very close.
What is it?
Nacho.
Yo, dude!
It's the scorching, wavy, loaded nacho.
Dude, I got to get that. You got to give me that.
I'll give you 4 out of 5. I gave you 6 out of 5.
That's a 5.
I gave you 6 out of 5 for the pizza, so I'll give you 4 out of 5 for this one.
I nailed it. The taco is the nacho, right? I think I can get a perfect score.
It depends. It depends. You can have different toppings. Pretty good, though. You got to admit, this one's not bad.
I like the pizza one the best.
Pizza one's the best. It's my favorite. Now, do you like this one more or the scorching cheddar?
I don't know. I got to eat another one. I think I'll go this one. It's a little junky, but it does have
I love junk in the trunk, man. There's nothing wrong with it.
It's a little much, but it's
got
not bad.
natural and artificial flavoring in it. It doesn't specify what it is.
There's natural. There's nothing natural about this.
It literally says salt, buttermilk, cheddar cheese, natural and artificial flavor.
Yeah, there's no
yeast
natural
extract.
nothing. Yeah, yeast. Yeah, you got that right. Mikey, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Michael.
Hello?
Mike.
Cuz, what up?
What up, Mikey?
Listen, I listen to the show all the time, and ironically, it's my first time ever actually calling in.
Are you serious?
I work during the day, and I don't be having the time to be on my phone.
Ah, thank you, Michael.
Listen, the first time I met you was last year's Fan Fest. You probably don't remember because there was a lot going on, but we had a really decent conversation about the Sixers. But I want to talk to you about what the last caller we was talking about between the two different conferences.
Yeah.
Now,
now, keep in mind, I got like 30 seconds, and I want to get your Fan Fest tickets so you come back and see me, all right?
Great, absolutely. Now, what you were saying was, now, the East is absolutely better. The West, Golden State, they're good, but they're not.
Right, exactly. Yes.
Everybody else after that is just like a who's who, if we're really being honest. Why do you think Phoenix is trying to trade DeAndre Ayton?
Yes.
The East is where it's at, and, that's it. I ain't really going to hold up to
I agree. Wait, you got to get your Fan Fest tickets, and we got to talk on a longer date. But we're out of time. Everybody stay tuned. Tyrone Johnson, T.Y.